We got close
Let's
fights,
go.
dude.
Let's go, guys. Let's
Close
go. We're
fights.
here, guys. We made it just in time, man. We made it just in time. 2 minutes. I mean, that's not even late. I mean, it takes people 2 minutes just to like I get stream up. So let's go, guys. Let's fucking go. We're here with Chris right now. We're gonna be breaking on final picks for UFC Denver. Make sure you guys go subscribe to his channel. MMA Fight Rum. Let's go, man. Let's go.
What is up, guys? Yo, how y'all doing? We're gonna break down Denver, dude. How you feeling about this card overall?
I think it's better now. I mean, now they had more fights in this card. It's a whole different card now. I mean, last week I did early picks for this card, and it was like, I was like, damn, bro, this card looks like a PFL card, and it was like looking like a mid PFL card. But now they added John Silva, Dober. They
Yeah,
got Blackshear versus Monto Jackson. They also got Elder versus Flowers. Not that I
yeah.
really Flowers much, but I mean, it's a better matchup than those other fights we had on the card. Let's go,
I
guys.
think
We got
we.
yeah, go
It's a
ahead.
potential that we could see like different outcomes if those were all on full camps. You know what I
That's
mean?
true. That's true. Yeah, they're
But
fighting elevation though.
because they're all good fights, but we're still, let's see what we get. It's gonna be fun, honestly.
Let's go, guys. We got Sleuth in here. We got Grimy. We got Bob with the cake emojis, bro. There's so much cake here. Make sure you don't get diabetes, Bob. You got to be careful, man. We got Larry. Let's go. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Make sure you guys subscribe to Chris's channel, man. It's in the description down below, and also like the stream if you guys enjoy the streams. He's basically
Yeah,
the Joe Biden of YouTube. Who's that? What's going on, Mr. Pibbs? That's Mr. Pibbs right there. I know his channel. He's got unlimited ALT accounts. The live odds of pick him being early plus 5,000. Holy shit! I guess you might as well cast those tickets. Cast those showing up late. I mean, it was 2 minutes late. Not that bad. We got Cover. Let's go Cover. Pick him in a cake
what's
trans
up,
while
Covert?
working on his graphics. Yeah, bro. I mean, there's so much cake to go around on this card, man. So we got like, I mean, Luana Santos. I mean, her Instagram. Like, you guys make sure you guys follow her Instagram. That's the one Instagram you can. You gotta follow that Instagram.
This
Also,
guy.
Tracy. I mean, what do you think about Tracy? Like crying on the scales, bro. She's like literally
Hey,
crying because she had to cut her
I
hair.
don't know if it was tears of joy or like she was just pissed that she had to cut her hair. I don't know. But I honestly, I don't think I'm not gonna make much of it.
Yeah, I mean, it probably took a long time to grow her hair, right? So like cutting that hair,
Yeah,
like for Wayne's, I mean,
yeah,
yeah, I mean, she had a tough time on the scales. Did you watch the Wayne's like the whole thing? I just watched some highlights.
yeah. I just seen some highlights, but I saw that they she first got on the scale holding her hair. Tom Aspinall was cracking her for it on Twitter, and
Yeah,
then
Aspinall's we got a nice
they
Twitter
made her
game.
let go of the hair, and she weighed in at 126. Honestly, what do you think? What do you think about that cut for her on short notice?
Like normally she fights at 125, right? So it's not like shocking that she had a tough weight cut. I mean, she's supposed to fight Miranda Maverick in a couple of weeks from now. So,
One more
um,
week from now,
yeah, one more week from now. That
that
Bilal
would have
Muhammad
been.
card, right? Of
Yeah,
course, let's go. We got City Life in here. Let's go City Life. We got over under 10 interruptions. Probably over, probably over a lot more. I think next week. What's going on, Luis? He said next week looks like Elephant card. Yeah, bro. Next week, I mean, next week's actually like Steve Garcia's fighting next week, which is I think is not bad. And also, like I like Emil. And there's a couple of guys. Let's talk about this week. We got card coming up tonight.
yeah,
Before we
yeah.
talk about last week, let's get into it, guys. Let's go. First fight on the card is gonna be bro. Okay, there we
I
go.
think it's Evan
First
Elder.
fight on the card. You want to start from the early prelims, or you want to go with the like? We'll go from early prelims, right? That's how we normally do it.
Yeah, yeah.
First fight on the card is gonna be the new matchup they just put up, like a day ago. I mean, like less than like 48 hours ago. Elder versus Flowers, man. I mean, like I don't even
Oh,
have a bet on this fight because I was like, honestly, I should have probably parlayed Elder early because I think he's gonna be the better wrestler. He's gonna have the better gas tank at fighting elevation.
hmm.
I think his striking is okay. He was actually out striking Nazim Salikov. And I had money on Nazim Salikov, and I was so happy that they stopped that fight. They probably should have just let it go on because he was winning that fight. Elder was dominating that fight. Bro, he was looking
Dude,
good in that fight. Nazim had a lot, like,
yeah.
still has a lot of hype on him. But Nazim, we're supposed to see Nazim on this card also. He had a canceled fight on this card. Medeiros was trying to fight him, then Medeiros got injured. But yeah, now there's at least we got Elder on this card now. So I'm gonna pick Elder. I think he can probably finish this guy. Flowers' body language looks pretty terrible past the first round when he starts getting tired. So I'm gonna go Elder. I don't even know how to bet this fight. Maybe fight doesn't go the distance. I think it's not terrible. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Elder by finish here. I think Elder like -2.5, -3.5 is not bad either. He can win every round. I don't think he's gonna lose either round, even a round out there. What do you think about this one?
Yeah, honestly, we are in agreement on the pick, but I just think the outcome is gonna go to decision, dude. I think Evan Elder, I'm picking him to win this fight. I think he's the better fighter overall, like everywhere, just like you said. I think he can win every round, but Darius Flowers at 170 is pretty tough. You know what I mean? I think he obviously talked about that cut to 155 was like impossible for him. He's not gonna be a guy who's gonna be good at welterweight. I'm not saying that, but fighting at welterweight is gonna do him some favors in this fight. And we saw that against I think it was Oban Elliott, and he did his thing. It was all right, you know. Honestly, Evan Elder, like I said, the better fighter everywhere. I think he has shown his improvements, but he's also shown that he can get dropped. We saw that in the Gennaro Valdez fight. And Gennaro Valdez, I don't really rate him too highly. I think he went 0-3 in the UFC.
Yeah, you should have finished him. I think you should have finished the guy.
Yeah, you know,
it's not
like
good that he couldn't finish
he
him.
made it a scrap. I think Valdez made it a scrap, and Flowers at 170, he can make this a scrap. So I think it goes to decision, and I think Evan Elders can win this by decision, and I have that as a best bet prop on my
What's the decision
best
at?
bets.
What's the decision at for this one?
I'll show you right now. Decision is plus 215. Evan Elder, dude.
I mean, that's not bad. I mean, I just think Flowers at fighting elevation is going to be a disaster waiting to happen. And if Elder, I mean, if he looks as good as he did in Nazim Salikov fight, he's probably going to finish him on the feet because I don't think Flowers, even though he's got boxing record, I mean, he's like he did terrible in boxing.
No,
and I picked him
rate,
over Johnson, which is a pretty bad pick.
No, I don't rate Flowers highly at all. I don't rate him highly at all. I just think he can make fights you know, tougher than they should be, in my opinion.
So said Darius Flowers is a pedophile. How do you know that, Sleuth? Is he really? What's going on, Darkstar? Let's go. Ask Firam if he has okay, it's Chauncey. You gotta chill, man. I'm gonna fucking time you out for trolling in the chat. What's going on, Pibs? I know we got Pibs in here. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Elder, but I don't even have a bet on this one. Like I was still thinking about parlaying him. Like, you think it's still good to parlay piece even at -400? Like, I don't know. Like -400 is kind of crazy though. -450 now.
Yeah, I think that line is gone. That's why I'm playing the decision. And I think, you know, honestly, you could also play the knockout, but I'm saying Flowers is tough, dude. At 170,
yeah, I'm just gonna pass. They put this fight together like a couple days ago, so it's like who knows what's gonna happen. But I think Elder, like if he gets a takedown, maybe he can get a submission. I mean, he's got some submission skills on the but hasn't really shown anything yet. Yo, what's going on, Lane? Let's go, Lane, in the house. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Elder by finish. You're going by decision, and I don't know how to bet this fight. Probably Flowers is pretty tough though. I mean, Johnson is not really finishing anyone these days, so it's not shocking that he took him the distance. And he looked terrible. I think he lost every round in that fight. Did he win any round out there against Johnson? I don't think he did,
I'm
right?
not sure.
Yeah, this guy's pretty bad. He's fighting at 155
I wouldn't
now.
be
He was fighting at
surprised if he didn't.
Dagger
I wouldn't be
pass,
surprised.
Pavio. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass. Just gonna pass. I just can never get myself to bet on Flowers. And Elder is good, man. If you guys go back, watch that Nazim Salikov fight. His striking was looking clean now, so like he was dominating that fight before Nazim opened that cut on his forehead. And they probably shouldn't have stopped that fight. I mean, I was happy they did because I had money on Nazim and parlays and stuff, so I was happy. I was really happy, but I think I got lucky there for sure.
Yeah, and Nazim admitted that he couldn't find his timing after he won the fight.
He just couldn't. Elder was looking phenomenal on the feet, which is like kind of crazy because he's a pretty good wrestler. Also, he can wrestle. So let's go. We're both picking Elder here. Elder for the win. Next fight on the card is going to be Fremd taking on Andre Petroski. another two guys that I just would never trust with my money. But I'm gonna pick Petroski,
Yeah,
the better wrestler. I think he's got better finishing ability in the first round when he still has that gas tank behind him. But once that gas tank depletes, I mean, he's a different fighter. I still have PTSD from his fight with GM3. And that third round was like, oh my God, man. That third round was like, I'm happy that he didn't get finished, but he was so close to getting TKO'd by GM3, which is never a good look. I mean, GM3 has got like, okay, striking, I mean, but like he was so tired, bro. That GM3 was like landing whatever he wanted to land on Petroski because he was so tired. And he was losing the second on up until he got that knockdown in the second on. So Petroski has more power. Losing to Michel Pereira, he took that fight on short notice. I mean, no shame there. No shame there. Absolutely no shame there. Michel Pereira is a monster. I mean, he's fighting Hernandez right on that Sphere, I think, on that
yeah,
Sphere card in September. So
that's a good
Petroski, I
fight.
mean, the way he lost to Malkoun was pretty bad. I actually like his chances of Hernandez. I might be a Hernandez hater. I think I keep picking against Hernandez every time. Like I picked
I don't
Topalov
know.
to beat Hernandez. I don't know. I just can't get that picture in my head where he got knocked out by Holland via body kick, right? You remember that one? Like that's
Yeah,
the one that
dude.
I keep going back to. But Hernandez is
I mean,
pretty good.
Kopylov was whooping him up too until he got him down. He was piecing him up, dude.
Thing about like Hernandez, he only needs like one takedown, bro. It's like he just doesn't give up on takedowns. But yeah, Petroski is like not really that guy, right? He's like he's gonna go for early finish, and if it goes to distance, it's gonna be really, really fucking close. It's gonna be up in the air. So
Yeah,
you might be able to get a better number on Josh Fremd live, I think, if it goes past the first round. Once it goes past the first round, you gotta jump on the plus number because Petroski's gonna win the first round. I think he won the first round against Malkoun. I think he did win the first round against Malkoun, right? So I'm gonna
it
go with
was.
Petroski by
Yeah,
submission, but don't have any bets in this fight. What do you think?
I think it's a wild card, dude. Like, you don't know what you're gonna get out of these guys. So, Fremd can go out there and grapple for 3 rounds with Anthony Hernandez, and then he can get guillotined by Trayshawn Gore. So, like, it's crazy, like the type of performances that he has against like a guy who's high level, and then a guy who we don't really rate too highly. So honestly, and then Petroski, he knocks himself out. He goes out there and knocks himself
Yeah,
out
that was
against
pretty
Malkoun. So
bad. That
it's
was pretty
just
bad.
you don't know. It's just weird. Like if there's anyone who's on the downtrend and can continue to go on the downtrend, I think it's Petroski. He got knocked out by Michel Pereira. He knocked himself out against Jacob Malkoun, and like I just think he goes in there with a game plan, and if it starts failing him, he doesn't really have a plan B. And Josh Fremd, I'm not saying he's good particularly anywhere, but he is decent everywhere. And I think, like I said, if he can grapple for 3 rounds with Anthony Hernandez, that's convincing me enough
He
that he
did
can
go the distance
grapple.
with Hernandez though. That's
Yeah,
pretty good.
I think he
I
can
don't know. I'm
grapple
just not
with
sold on
Petroski.
Fremd, bro. I watched that Trayshawn Gore fight back, and it was like he was getting taken on way too
Yeah,
easy in that fight. Like you
yeah,
can't be getting taken on that easy by Trayshawn Gore. He was starting to
no,
break Trayshawn Gore, then he just shot a desperate takedown and then got subbed. Like I was like, I just can't get that out of my head. I don't know. You gotta if you're
no,
betting
it's
on
tough.
this fight, I mean, you gotta like pick and choose, right? I mean, if Fremd wins, I think it's gonna go over 1.5 rounds. If Petroski wins, it's probably gonna be under like 1.5 rounds. So like live betting is probably the way to go if you're betting on Fremd or like Petroski's probably your first round finishing ability, and then his gas tank is just not there. Fremd has better cardio for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna pick Petroski. You're gonna pick Fremd. Different. Are you betting Fremd here? Like, did you bet on him?
No, hell no, no. I don't know what I'm getting out of this guy. I
Yeah.
cannot put money on this guy.
I mean,
But I do think he can get
if you
this
got
one
plus money
done.
on either side, I think that's not bad. Like for like Proski was plus money for a couple of days, and I just still couldn't get there. I still couldn't I was like, I don't know. But yeah, his best win, I think Nick Maximov, right, where he got the anaconda choke like in the first
Yeah.
round, and he was a big
But he
underdog
was
there. I think he was like a plus
he
300 underdog there.
yeah, and he was the bigger opponent in that one too. Now he's at a height and reach disadvantage. I just think it's gonna be a tougher fight. And
Let's go.
Friend, he's game. And he's from Denver. He trains in Denver. You
Doesn't he
gotta
train with
add
Justin
some
Jacoby?
positive.
He trained. Didn't Justin Jacoby say that he was the best training partner that he ever
Yeah,
seen?
Yeah,
What the fuck? Justin
I don't know. I
Jacoby's
don't
a
know what he
can.
meant by that, dude. That's crazy.
Yo, let's go.
There's killers in that gym.
With Pibbs, bro, I'm never gonna mod Pibbs. That's the one guy like that's never gonna get modded ever on the channel. I might as well just leave my channel if I'm gonna make Pibbs a mod. But Pibbs, if you become a mad, how fast are you banning me? I don't really become mad. I'm pretty chill. 3+ hours last night. He had enough of the chat. Guys, on this live show, we normally like me and Chris go back and forth on picks. Normally, that's how we do this. Mod me, Shansi said, bro, I'm not modding any more people right now. We already got like more than enough people mod. Why do you want to be a mod so bad though, Sean? Anyways, guys, I'm gonna pick Petroski. I'm gonna pick Petroski by submission. If he doesn't get the submission, it's gonna be a really close fight. Fremd probably gonna land more output on the feet. He stays more busy. Like he's a volume striker. Those more kicks. So I guess you gotta pick and choose. Maybe put one of these guys in the long chat parlay if you think they're gonna win. I'm
Yeah,
personally just gonna stay away from these type of fights, and it's been working out for me staying away from these type of fights.
I feel you.
Next fight on the card
Honestly.
is gonna be Luana Santos versus Maria Agapova. I guess Santos is probably gonna send Maria Agapova back to Skid Row. So let's see how this one goes. I'm gonna pick Santos by submission. I think he can get a finish here. I do have action on Santos by finish. I got plus 100 on DraftKings. I mean, it was like minus 150, I think, on Bet Online still. I'm not sure if it still is minus 150. But DraftKings, if you're betting finish for Santos, it's probably better to go with DraftKings because they got plus money there. I was thinking about taking submission because I think he's going to have a big grappling edge here. Like, he's going to get those takedowns. I think he's going to get takedowns here. So he might not get takedowns in the first round, but he's eventually going to get takedowns in the second, third round. Probably not third round because the cardio's not that great. I mean, he was looking tired in the Stephanie Egger fight, who has a better like ground game, way better ground game than Agapova, to be fair. But
Yeah,
I'm gonna pick Santos by submission. I don't have her money line parlays because the money lines I should have. She was minus 200 race. I was like, holy shit, minus 200 for Santos is crazy. Then she's like minus 450 or minus 415. I was like, Jesus,
yeah,
minus 415. I should have probably parlayed her when she was like minus 200. So I'm taking the finish for Santos. I think Santos can get a submission or like a grounded Pontikio.
yeah,
Agapova gets finished a lot. I mean, she's just showing up for a paycheck, I think. She competed in a grappling matchup. I mean, she hasn't done MMA for like over a year and a half. And she did
yeah,
grappling, I mean, in karate combat, and she got stopped like under 30 seconds by heel hook. So that goes to show she's probably not been working on the ground game all that much for getting heel hooked like in 30 seconds. That's never a good sign.
yeah.
Santos by submission is like plus 180, I think. Not sure if that number came down, but I'm picking Santos by submission. But I would just take the finish, which is plus money on DraftKings. What do you got here?
I got the same pick, man. Luana Santos. But I've been following Agapova's Instagram, and supposedly she tapped to that heel hook because she knew she had a fight coming up. So like,
Really?
as soon as the opponent put her in that position, her coaches told her to to tap if she was to get put in a heel hook because she has a fight up with Luana Santos. So that maybe that's the reason why she tapped very quickly and she didn't really try to get out of it. But she hasn't really been training at a good gym. Like, you don't even really know where she's training at nowadays. And if you follow her Instagram, you'll understand why I'm saying these things. Like,
Yeah, I heard she's been on
she's
that
like
Fenny race. She's been on that
she's like
Jelligen or whatever that
homeless.
stuff is.
She has like she's homeless, dude. Like,
She's
so how can
smoking
she
crack and
really
shit.
how can she afford a good training camp? A good gym and things like that. I don't know. I just don't see that.
She might
And
bring in that
Santos,
fucking crack motivation. I mean, she might be like, fuck. She might really try to win this fight so you can
that's
get high after.
crazy. I mean, maybe. But Luana Santos has been training at the UFC PI this entire time, dude. She's like really dedicated herself to trying to make weight. And I hope that's not the only thing I hope that wasn't her only objective. I hope she's really trying to, aim for a win in this fight. She's been training with bantamweights like Jacqueline Cavalcanti. So she's training with bigger girls and working on her takedowns, working on her striking at the UFC PI. I think that did her a lot of favors. She obviously made weight. That was like the big controversy because she came in at like 139 last time. But I just think with all the effort that she's been putting in this camp, much better camp than Maria Agapova, I'm going with Luana Santos here.
I really hope
she
she
gets
gets a submission, man. Her last fight was so fucking boring. Like
Yeah,
you remember her last fight was like one of the worst
yeah,
fights I've seen ever. She just holds Stephanie Egger against the fence
by
and
the
really didn't
cage.
do a
Yeah,
whole lot. Just cage control. I
that's
think it
not
was like
gonna get her
14
a
minutes
win
of
here.
cage control. That's gonna be enough for her to win this fight also. But
You think
like I
so?
just hope she goes for submission or finish here.
I don't know. I
She
don't know
might
if
just
she
do
can hold
that. Like
Agapova.
I think she could do that if she wants. She's pretty physically strong. But I really hope she goes for a finish here, man. Like it's just she might just do that though. Like I could see that happening because I ran tape on her. I was like, holy shit. I was like, because I knew what happened, and I was like, let me just rewatch the fight just to make sure that I really remember that fight correctly. And it was like just her,
Yeah,
and her striking was looking really sloppy. I mean, in that Stephanie Egger
no,
fight, she was
Agapova
really
has the better
tired.
striking.
Yeah, Agapova is a better pure striker, but her ground game's like non-existent.
It's never,
Agapova is
yeah,
scrappy
it's
though.
never
She's definitely
mattered.
scrappy for sure. But
Yeah,
yeah, I think
she's
her
scrappy.
cardio, her ground game is just non-existent. So Santos by submission is what I like, but finish is probably the way to go. If you think he's gonna get a finish here, thinks he gets a submission, or you think ground and pound or goes the distance?
I think she gets a TKO. Yeah, ground and pound finish.
Yeah, we're both
Hopefully,
gonna go
she's
Santos by finish
ruthless.
here.
She has to be ruthless though. Like she can't just sometimes these women's MMA like they lack that, and I hope she
Yeah,
doesn't.
sometimes like the referees don't stop the fight. Like Robertson should have finished Watterson, right? Like how was that, bro? I had money on the finish,
Dude,
and it was like, how was that not a finish? I
crazy.
mean, some referees would have
Yeah,
stopped that fight, but some referees they just want to see these girls like go out cold. Then they'll like stop the fight. It was like so annoying, man. That was like
yeah.
my only like couple of my only losing bets on that card. Surya by submission was my other one, and that was close. I mean, he almost had the submission a couple of times, and then
I had the over
uh,
1.5 in that.
over 1/2 was a good play there. Hernandez, I mean, he looked pretty good in that fight. I think stock went up from that one. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
Santos by submission is he should be able to get this one, to get this finish here. And also like she's gonna win this decision. So if you have her parlays, I think she's good. But Agapova can make this a scrap on the field. Just stay standing. I mean, at distance, I think Agapova is probably the better striker. Distance that
oh
has
yeah,
better distance management. And so yeah, I'm gonna
for a
go
fact.
Santos by submission also. Let's move on to the next fight on the card now. We got Montel Jackson taking a Damon Blackshear. You want to start with this one? This is a good
Yeah,
fight.
man. So Damon Blackshear is my dog of the week, bro. Hold on, where's
So
my notes for this guy? Freaking,
Blackshear, man.
I'm going with Damon Blackshear in this one, dude, for sure. I think it's an extremely good fight, bro. After watching the tape, it was really hard to pick a winner here, but from what I've seen in Montel Jackson's fights, like JP Buys wrapping up his back and putting him in a rear naked choke.
Yeah, he was taking him
JP
down.
Buys, all right? You know what I mean? Like, that's not good, bro. And I'm seeing Ricky Simone taking him down 7 times. I'm seeing Brett Johns taking him down 8 times. Both of those are his only 2 losses in the UFC. And, Felipe Colares even got him in a submission. You watching these fights back, those are all like fight-ending positions for a guy with the caliber of jiu-jitsu that Damon Blackshear has. Just the most recent fighter to get a twister and join, I think it's like the 3rd twister in the UFC. This guy is crafty when this fight goes to the ground, and I'm counting on him to get another submission or even a decision win here or a TKO ground and pound finish. I just think he brings the ruthless that we were talking about that women's MMA lacks. I think he brings that to his fights, and I think he's gonna get the job done here, bro. I've seen too much just grappling transitions where Montel Jackson is not on the winning side of. And Damon Blackshear, if he's in those positions, I think he gets it done. So I'm picking Damon Blackshear here. Close fight, though. Super close fight because I have to give Montel Jackson the power edge. I think he's got like 10 knockdowns in his past 6 fights. No knockout finishes, but you got to credit those knockdowns. And I think he's a savage out there. So Montel Jackson, you can't ever count him out, but I'm picking Damon Blackshear here, and he's my dog of the week.
That's a good dog of the week, man. I'm picking Blackshear also. He's the first guy I bet on this card. I got him at plus 111, not the best number. You could have got him at plus 135. I mean, if you bet on him later. But yeah, I think the takedowns are gonna come, and he can probably hold him down for a bit every round, control him for a bit. On the feet, striking is not terrible on the feet. He was actually striking Mar Batista in the third round right before Batista showed a takedown.
That was a scrap.
Yeah, that was a close fight. He took that fight on like a couple days' notice, which is a good sign. We know his cardio is going to be there. Even though this fight, I mean, this was kind of short notice, right? Like Montel Jackson was supposed to be fighting for Ibasha like a couple of weeks ago, if I remember, or was that on this card? I can't remember. I think it was the last card, maybe the last card. Was maybe I think that was UFC 303, right? Freed Basha versus Jackson. Or,
that was booked, and then he was supposed to fight Said Nurmagomedov. He had a couple of opponents that didn't fall through. And now he's got them on Blackshear, dude.
That was a Whitaker versus all his care card. Okay, I forgot. Yeah, so yeah, I think this Blackshear's cardio is not going to be that much of an issue. He can get taken on himself though, so it's not like he has this crazy takedown defense. We've seen him get taken on before. When he was taken on Freed Basha, Freed Basha was taking him down. So these guys can take each other down. I think the better pair grappler is going to be Blackshear. Just stay standing for 15 minutes. I mean, it's going to be competitive, but I lean towards Jackson because I think he's got better hands. I mean, better boxing. Blackshear can keep this competitive. I think he goes over 2.5 rounds. I think they're both pretty tough. I don't know if I see Blackshear submitting Jackson. Jackson is pretty good. He knows how to fight off submissions. So I'm going to pick Blackshear by decision, even though he hasn't won any decisions in the UFC yet. I mean, but the level of competition, we got to give him some respect for the level of competition that he's out there facing, really, like Freed Basha. I mean, Mari Batista, like his last couple of fights have been really tough. Whereas the UFC's feeding Jackson, I mean, they feed him 80-year-old Yaya. Who else was it? JP Bays is super chinny, took him the distance. I mean, so his best win is probably what was that guy's name? What was his name? Julio Arce. He's a pretty good striker. I mean, Julio Arce
is his best win for sure.
That's his best win out of all these fighters that he's out there fighting. He's on a 4-5 win streak though, but yeah, just he's like way old, and he's retired now. So JP Bays, I mean, was getting knocked out left and right, and he took him the distance. And JP Bays was taking him down, which is never a good sign. Yeah, I'm picking Blackshear on the scorecard, so I think he gets it done. He's still underdog right now, right? Blackshear. I think he should be still be underdog. He's minus 1 or 2 now. Wow, so the line's actually moving now. Oh, it's like barely underdog now, so you can still get him at like plus money on some books out there. Plus 120 on Betway. You can catch him at plus 105 on BetMGM. So the line's definitely moving for Blackshear now. I'm gonna pick him by decision. You think he goes the distance, or you think he finishes him?
This morning he was a plus 102 on DraftKings. That's crazy.
Yeah, so the people have been clearly betting him.
Yeah, I think I put a best bet prop for Damon Blackshear by submission plus 400. I mean, why wouldn't you play that? You know what I mean? A guy who has been getting his back taken by JP buys is never good. You know what I mean? And I just
what's the number? Plus 600? That's not bad.
Plus 400. Plus 400.
Plus 400. That's not bad.
I mean, dude, those are fight-ending positions. So Damon Blackshear, he could definitely finish the fight if he takes Montel Jackson's back. So
Pop said, what time is Pick'em going live? I'll be live around like 7. I think that card starts at 7. I wish it was early, like at least like 6 or something, but I think the card starts at like 7 p.m. Eastern time. So I'll be live at 7 for the fight companion. Dean said Blackshear is homosexual. Is he really, or are you just capping right now? Like, he might just be capping. I'm an unbiased keeper of MMA YouTube lower, just speaking the facts. Better MMA. What's going on, Better MMA? He's in here. I don't know if I've seen him in here. Yo, there he is. What's going on, Better MMA? Let's go, brother. Yeah, I'm picking. I think it goes a distance.
Too, what's up, Antoine? I know Antoine is in here.
Antoine, let's go, Antoine. Shout out, Antoine. Yo, chat's going crazy. What are you talking right now? You see this chat? Holy shit. Keep on demon time right now. Suicide Pick'em is having discussion with his friend. We're just here listening. Exactly. That's what this show is for, guys. For you guys just to listen to us talk. Instead, I see it. I choose to ignore. Yo, what's going on, Baby Sharp MMA? Let's go, guys. Make sure you guys go check out Baby Sharp MMA.
Also. Baby Sharp?
He does live streams now. All right, guys, we're gonna move on to the next fight. I think it goes over 2.5 rounds. I don't know. Blackshear might get some takedowns and take us back. I mean, the submission is gonna be there, but I don't know. Jackson, like he's got fully mounted by Ricky Simone, and he was able to like stay hanging there, right? But giving up full mount, I mean, that was like 5 years ago, though. 4 years ago. Not a good sign, but he won. I think he lost that fight. He lost the fight because he kept getting taken on. And he
Yeah,
gave up mount in the third round. Like it was only like barely any time left, but he was able to get his guard back after. So, but if there's anyone that's gonna submit him, it's probably gonna be Blackshear because Blackshear's got pretty slick submissions. He got the twister, right? Like you don't see a lot of twisters out there. Even though it's
no,
over Jose Johnson, I mean, but not everyone's out there finishing Jose Johnson, right? Like Almabaya couldn't finish him. I mean, I had Almabaya by submission, he couldn't finish him, even though he had like 3 submission attempts out there. So clearly, the guy has some really high level jiu-jitsu. Next fight on the card is going to be Jasudavicius taking on Fatima Kline. I'm going with
yeah.
Fatima Kline here. I'm taking Fatima Kline. She's only got 6 fights, so that's concerning. That's the reason that I haven't better. Like I like she's plus money. I think still plus money right now. So
Plus
Line's
110
like
on
plus 110.
DraftKings.
Yeah, just that's the only thing keeping me away right now because she's only got 6 fights. I mean, but she's a
She was like a
two-division
minus 230.
champion. Well, see, I seen her all the way up at minus 160, like on Bet Online a couple days ago.
Yeah, yeah.
And
It was
I'm
crazy.
probably gonna stay away from this one. Like I haven't probably gonna stay. I think it's better just stay away, see how she looks at fighting up a weight class in the UFC in her debut because he's supposed to fight in the Contender Series later this year in September. So now she's
Yeah,
gonna be fighting Jasmine, who's pretty tough, and Jasmine just has that crazy like forward pressure, really good wrestling. I mean, she's got crazy cardio. Doesn't really have any striking is not technical. I mean, doesn't really move her head out the center line. It's pretty easy to land punches on. I think Fatima's gonna be more slicker from the outside. She's gonna be landing more kicks, but we're gonna find out if she can fend out those takedown attempts from Jasmine because Jasmine is relentless with those takedowns. I'm picking
yeah.
Fatima by decision. I think it goes a distance for sure. I think Fatima gets it done by 29-28, maybe split decision. But I just think Fatima is quicker on the feet and she can handle her on the when it goes to the ground. I mean, who you got here?
I'm picking Fatima Kline, dude. We got the
We
same
might be
pick.
getting caught up in the hype, bro. We might getting caught up in the
Could
hype.
be.
Like
It
her
could
tape
be,
looks
but
so good, right? When you watch tape on her, she looks so fucking good.
bro, so I put out a video like months back and I haven't done like a second part to it. I don't know why I haven't, bro. I should, but we haven't seen any Contender Series fights or anything like that. But it was the segment was prospects to watch in 2024, prospects to cash on. And I had Fatima Kline in there as one of the fighters because I thought she was going to be in the UFC a lot sooner than this. But, 5 months later, now she's getting a short notice fight against a top 15 opponent. I think it's a huge step up in competition. So yes, we could be getting caught up in the hype, but the way I talked about her in that video and, just from what we've seen in the tape, I know you saw it as well. She is a good fighter, dude. I think she's going to be a really tough fighter in her weight class. And this one is up a weight class, but she's already a pretty big girl for this weight class as well. I think she's like 5'6". She's going to be like an inch shorter than Jasmine. So not much of a height and reach disadvantage for her. And she's been working on her hands. I saw an interview of hers where she talked about she's been really working on her hands. And I do think she already did have the better striking than Jasmine Jasudavicius, technically, technically. Jasmine, she does have some power on the feet, but it's not technical. It's shots that are very telegraphed. And if Fatima can read those, she can maybe get some takedowns of her own. I think she's going to make this fight a scrap. And I do think she gets it done by decision. So Fatima Kline, I'm picking her, but I am.
She's been fighting girls that are
very
like 5
hesitant.
feet
I
tall,
might.
right? She's been fighting really undersized chicks out there recently.
Yeah.
Those
I
girls
might
were
live
like
bet.
Adam Waits. The girls
I
she's
might
been
wait
out
for
there
a live
fighting.
bet, dude. I think I'll live better, but I'm not gonna. I'm
Cole
not
said
gonna bet her
Fatima is
early.
great at destroying Kmart employees, bro. Respect to Kmart employees. Come on, like that's not.
Yeah.
They're hardworking people. That's true though. Those girls who's fighting, bro, like they're not sprayed
Yeah,
cans. I mean, they got winning records, but they're really
yeah.
undersized. I mean, but she's been like looking really good on the feed, but it's like over. I mean, Jasmine couldn't win a belt in Cage Free UFC race, so you gotta look at it like that. Also, like, see, she couldn't win that
Dude,
belt, and
she
Fatima has
made
2
Tracy
belts.
Cortez. She made Tracy Cortez look like a legitimate boxer, and that is terrible. I
Yeah,
think
because she
Tracy
doesn't have any head
Cortez.
movements. She doesn't move her head off the center
Yeah.
line. She just walks forward with her chin up in the air.
So
She's got a chin though for sure. So I think it goes the distance is a good part of the piece, even at -300. And
yeah,
I think they're both pretty tough. And I think she's
yeah,
gonna test Kline here. But I think Kline's gonna be quicker. She's gonna have the speed edge here, and she's gonna be able to hang on the ground also. Um, she competed in grappling tournaments before, so it should be okay here. I think it goes a distance. Fatima right now is the underdog, +114 for Fatima Kline. I have probably gonna stay away. I don't want to feel like I just want to see how she looks in the UFC in her debut
yeah.
because Jasmine is pretty tough, right?
I
Jasmine has
think
a
it's
win on
gonna
Random
be
Maverick.
it's probably gonna be a live bet for me if I want to bet on Fatima Klein. I got to see how this fight is going.
Are you gonna live betting? I mean, Jasmine gets better as the fight goes longer, so I don't know about live betting. But
That's a
if
good
you see the
point. That's
speed
a good
advantage
point.
for Klein early goings, you might be able to get a good number on Klein. But I doubt it's gonna be plus money. Then it's probably like -140, -150. Because if it's like she's much quicker than Jasmine, like you're gonna be able to tell right away. I think in the first round, if Jasmine can't get those early takedowns,
Yeah, we'll see. It's gonna be a good fight, though. I think for sure.
yeah, let's go. We got Stormy. What's going on, Stormy? Normie in the house. If Jasmine
What's
loses,
up,
it's because
Stormy?
she'll get robbed. I don't think they're
Wow.
really robbed her. I mean, I don't know. Like I don't think UFC's like. I mean, they're high on Klein, but I don't think they're
You
like
don't
that high
see
on
another
Klein.
way she could lose? Like, honestly, you don't see
Klein's
another
pretty
way that
good.
she
I
could
mean,
lose?
there's a reason that number her line was like +200 opening odds, and like all this money came in Klein
Yeah.
because I think people are really high on her. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Klein. Also, we're both taking Klein here. Did you bet on? You didn't bet on her already, right?
No.
Did you bet her already?
No bets on her yet.
What about the over? I got the over. I need the over. Listen, someone gets a finish here. Jocelyn gets her finish here. I mean, she finished Cachoeira. I picked her by third on submission there. Like
Nah, she
Cachoeira
ain't
doesn't
finishing.
have any ground game. I mean, so it's like
Yeah,
not
yeah.
shocking she finished her. She even dropped her with the had a knockdown, which you don't really see often from Jasmine. So yeah, what's going on, Shavkat Earlby? Let's go Shavkat Earlby. I wanna bet the homeless chick. Agapova. That's your girl right there, Agapova. Let's move on to the next fight now. Next fight on the card is gonna be. I'm picking Kline by decision. You're picking him by decision also, right? Or submission? You think
Yeah.
she gets submission?
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, if she gets like a submission, but
She has slick
I think she
jiu-jitsu
can
for
get a
sure.
decision.
I mean, she did
Yeah.
submit what's her name? Demopoulos, right? Like in the grappling. Like she got the armbar. Demopoulos is a pretty good submission grappler. So, well, I think it goes to this. I think Jasmine's not gonna fucking tap. She's just one of those girls that just doesn't tap. Next fight
Yeah.
on the card, we got Joshua Van taking on Charles Energy Johnson. You can start this one off, Chris.
All right. This is another good scrap, dude. I think it's gonna be a good fight. You know, Charles Johnson, people maybe don't rate him highly because they've seen him just lose and lose again. And I think he's losing to grapplers. This time this is gonna be a stand-up fight. But Charles Johnson, when you watch his fights that do stay standing, particularly like the OD Osborne fight, I saw, he has a tendency of not pushing the pace or not really doing enough to win the round. And I think if he fights that way against Joshua Van, he's going to lose every round in this fight. He has the potential to lose every round in this fight if he's going to fight like that. Because Joshua Van, even though he is a guy who does lose the first round, he can maybe get caught up. Like I said, Charles Johnson can get caught up not doing enough, and Joshua Van, you might see him for the first time ever win his very first round in the UFC because he's lost every first round against all of his opponents. That is a little concerning for me because Johnson is also a type of guy who picks up the pace later on. He gets better into the fights, and you know that's why I say it's going to be a good fight. I think it's going to stay standing, but you can't deny like the performance that Joshua Van has been putting, mixing up the shots to the body with power. He worked a knockout finish in his last one. I don't think that it's a fluke. I don't think Felipe Bunez is really that bad. I think he was an LFA champion.
Bunez
So
gassed so bad, bro. He gassed so fucking
yeah,
bad in that
he was,
fight. He
but
was
he was
looking good
piecing
early
him up
though.
too. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, he was doing a good job. And Joshua Van, I just think he's like what, 22 years old. He's only getting better, bro. And fight him now because he's gonna get better and better as the years go on. And maybe Charles Johnson, he fights him to a decision, but I wouldn't be surprised if Joshua Van gets a finish here either. So I'm picking Joshua Van in here.
Taken by KO.
Nah, I don't know. I think I got to go decision for now. But like I said, you got to fight him now to be in those decision fights. I think as the years go on, he's going to start delivering more finishes.
Yeah, I think it goes the distance. Johnson, I mean, we've seen him get hurt before, and Backzoom dropped him like 2 times right in the first round, and that should have been a 10 round in the first round. I mean, against Maxum, but Johnson has got crazy recovery. He's pretty tough dude. Takedown defense could be better, but his takedown defense is not horrendous. Not everyone's like taking down other than Esteban. Durden took him down like 11 times. I mean, he's not gonna. I don't think Man's gonna bring in that wrestling game plan into this fight. I hope Man wins, man. I was picking the Man over Tagir, and he's had a couple cancellation fights, right? A couple of canceled fights recently. Like he's supposed to fight Lucas Rocha, which is going to be a really good matchup. Hopefully they make that matchup in the future, right? What do you think about Lucas Rocha and versus Van in the future? I think that's actually a good matchup.
Van versus who?
Lucas Rocha. Rocha, you
Oh,
remember Rocha?
yeah, that they were originally booked to fight against each other, right?
Yeah,
that was a good fight. But I was gonna pick Van in that one. I think I was still gonna pick Van.
I was
but
picking
I know
Van
that's
also.
your
Yeah,
boy.
that was actually a good matchup for him.
Yeah, I know that's
He's
your
got really
boy
good
though.
boxing,
So
yeah.
I don't know.
Hopefully, he said he's gonna be coming back soon. So he's gonna be making his debut because he had a rib injury. So I'm happy there that Johnson is taking this fight, right? Like, because no one's really. I guess Tagir was trying to fight him, but Tagir missed weight by a lot. So that was gonna be a good match. I was picking him over Tagir, which is probably a crazy pick because Tagir has really good wrestling. But I don't think Johnson's gonna be wrestling all that much. He was shooting takedowns in that Maxim fight, right? He shot a couple of takedowns in that fight, and Maxim fight in the second on because Maxim was starting to get tired. Yeah, I'm picking Van by decision. I think he goes over 2.5 rounds. Van, I mean, he's not like a crazy finisher. Like he couldn't. If he finished Borjas, I would have been like, okay, he probably can KO Johnson. But Borjas, I mean, he dropped him. Right, Borjas dropped him in the first round. Then like he showed pretty good recovery there, and he came back and put on a crazy pace and pressure on Borjas in second round, third round, just walked him down. Burroughs was catching some landing some hooks, some left hooks on Van, but Van has a crazy chin on him. I think if this one goes a distance, as much as I want to see finishes in this card, I think we're gonna see a lot of decisions here.
Yeah,
they're fighting elevation though, but I don't think it's gonna matter in this fight. They're both have pretty good cardio, so it shouldn't matter. I have the over 2.5 here also. I should have probably taken Van, but -200 for Van. Johnson knows how to win these fights, bro. Johnson is not he makes these fights really close. But yeah, I think Van can get this one done. He's gonna hopefully he doesn't lose the first. I want to see him win like the first round tonight. Like I want to see him go out there and start early. Like because if he loses the first round, like second round, he wins the second round, and third round's like close. I mean, like who knows, man? Like these judges, I mean, MMA never know.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
It's like it could be like Johnson by decision is like +300. Like that number is crazy for Johnson by decision. Like he's capable of winning this fight. Like he's capable. He's a good striker, but sometimes like he doesn't really show up all the time. In that Ori Osborne fight, like in that Jogas Humugula fight, he lost that Jogas Humugula fight. I don't know how he won that fight. He lost the first round, then he won the third round for sure. Yeah, he lost the first round. He won the third round. He normally wins the third round a lot out there. He won the third round against Esteban. Rafi Esteban, I think that was the fighter that he fought. So he's like, I picked him over Hadley. Obviously, I think Hadley's a good grappler, but like striking is not that good. Hopefully Van wins, man. I'm a fan of Van, so hopefully he wins.
Yeah, Charles Johnson was my former dog of the week in that fight against Hadley. I picked him to win in that one as well. So
That was a good spot for him, I think.
It's a good scrap. It's a good scrap, man. But I'm picking Van as well.
For Hadley fell off, right? Hadley, bro, his like
Yeah,
he had a lot of hype on him. He's a
he's
Cage
like
Warriors
another
guy.
Cody
Like,
Durden or Jimmy Flick. You know, I put him in that circle.
yeah, I think I picked Durden to beat him also, which is kind of crazy. Then I picked Durden over Tagir. Like Durden's fighting next week, right? He's fighting Bruno Silva, I think, next week. So that's
Good
actually a
fight.
close fight. Bruno Silva's not terrible.
That's a good
Yeah,
fight.
I'm picking Van by decision. So hopefully, like, you don't put too much money on Van. If he loses, you're gonna be living in a Van the next fucking night. So make sure you guys be careful when you're betting on this guy. He's 22 years old. The guy's still really young, man. So sometimes like these younger guys, I mean, they have some bad moments out there sometimes. So Van by decision is gonna be my pick. The over, what's the over now? I think it was like minus 300 when I got him in a parlay.
I'm not sure.
With the over 4.5 in the main win. Over 2.5 rounds. Minus 410 now. Holy shit. It's minus 410 on FanDuel, but it's minus 350. So it's like over minus 325, I think, on DraftKings right now. On Bet Online, it probably is. So you're probably getting chalkier now because people are probably parlaying it now. Fight goes the distance, minus 280. I think it goes the distance. Minus 280 on DraftKings. I think that's not a bad parlay piece. Probably parlay this one to go the distance. That women's MMA fight before to go the distance. I mean, you can parlay a lot of these fights to go the distance. Might be a disaster because they're all like fighting elevation though. But yeah, I think this one's gonna. I think they're both pretty durable.
New gloves are gonna help apparently too.
Yeah, the new gloves. We haven't been seeing a lot of KOs out there with the new gloves. Next fight on the card, the main card, guys. Let's go. Make sure you guys go subscribe to Fiveram on his channel. It's in the description. So make sure you guys go drop him a sub. He's getting close to 500 subscribers, guys. Let's fucking go. Let's go. Let's get our boy to 500. Let's go.
I appreciate
main card time now. Let's go, brother. Abdul Razak Alhassan versus Cody Brundage. I'll say his name. I was gonna call him Brundage. Yeah, like I hope Alhassan knocks his fucking head 10 rows deep. So ever since that Dimas fight, I just can't forgive Cody for that fight because I lost every bet I had on that fight. I had the under, I had the fight doesn't go the distance. I had Brundage money line, I had Brundage by KO. I think also like it was like I can't get that in my head. And I think I picked him every other. He's won a couple of fights, right? He won the Malkoon fight.
Yeah,
he won that other fight. He won Reese fight. I mean, was that a fluke? I mean, if they run that one back, who'd you guys pick? I'd probably pick Reese again to beat him in a rematch.
Yeah.
And then I think that was kind of fluky. So he did win that Trishan Gore fight, knocked Trishan Gore. I mean, he wasn't looking good early, but then he landed a counter, knocked him out. So I ran all the tape. Running the tape on Brundage is not bad because most of his fights are exciting. He's either going out there getting finished or like he's finishing people. So like, it doesn't take that long to run his tape back. So I'm gonna pick Alhassan. He's 40 years old. I mean, so like, I'm not gonna bet on that guy. Like, he's got first round finishing ability. Like, might as well take the first round KO because he's got all 6 wins by first round KO. He's hardly ever going past the first round when he's winning. Brundage, I mean, it barely ever goes over 1.5 rounds. He's gone under 1.5 rounds so many times. Brundage is a good striker though. He's got good hands. I mean, he's got good power on the feet. He knocked down Rodolfo Vieira like 2 times. Had him in trouble. Then won the first round clearly, then came back in the second on. Rodolfo Vieira shot a desperate takedown, and then he pulled a ghillie, obviously, which he loves pulling that ghillie every time. Pulled the ghillie 6 times in that Dimas fight also, like, which is terrible. So if you guys want to trust Brundage or like Alhassan, like, I guess go for it, but I'm going to stay away betting-wise. I hope this is a fun fight. I think it's going to be a fun fight. I think Alhassan has a lot of power, but he's not like a crazy technical striker, I think. But if he has you against the fence, he can land some power shots there because you can't really move, right? You're not gonna be able to move as well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick Alhassan by KO. I think it's gonna be early. It's gonna be not that easy takedown as in the early goings when he's still like fresh. And he made a Pyfer wrestle, man. Pyfer was not comfortable on the feet because he was chipping away those leg kicks. Pyfer in the first round. So Pyfer took him down, got a submission out pretty easy. I think Pyfer is a better wrestler, and then Brundage. Brundage got good wrestling, but his cardio doesn't really seem to be there. I'm picking Alhassan by KO. Like, just gonna stay away though.
Dude, I have never picked Brundage to win a fight.
Really?
So
Not even
yeah,
one time.
never.
Holy
And
shit.
this might be the first time I am picking Cody Brundage, dude.
You're picking Cody Brundage. I don't blame you. I mean, he's
I
10 years younger, right? He was almost like 10 years younger.
yeah, yeah, and I don't know if I could trust a guy with 50% takedown defense when I know exactly what Cody Brundage is gonna do. You know, he's a guy who can go to decision with only 3 significant strikes landed. You know what I mean? So I don't think Cody Brundage wants to mess with a knockout puncher on the feet. I think he wants to try to take him down. And, you know, obviously that game plan can fail him, but 50% takedown defense, he's losing all of his fights when he gets taken down. He's just not working enough off his back to get up. I think Cody Brundage can get this one done. I have no confidence at all, actually. I didn't even bet on him. But for the pick, you know, I am picking Cody Brundage in this one. I think, like I said, I know what I'm gonna get in terms of the game plan. I don't know how the outcome is gonna what's gonna happen in this fight because you can't even say. But I do gotta go with Cody Brundage for the pick, man. Um
I just
as
can't. I
crazy as
can't
that
ever
sounds.
pick Brundage. I mean, honestly, shows me like he's making improvements out there, which doesn't seem to be. Like he actually looked good in the Bo Nickel fight early going. He was defending some takedowns. Went over 1.5 rounds, which I really didn't see
Yeah,
that going over 1.5 rounds. So I'm not even gonna bet the under here because he might go over 1.5 rounds, which he clearly did in that Bo Nickel fight. So I don't know. I'm not gonna. I don't like the under. I don't like the over. I don't really have the best rate on this fight. Alhassan's got crazy power for sure. And I also like if you go back and watch the Olajic fight back, I mean he got some takes on Olajic, right? He was like controlling him but backpacking him. Once Olajic got a reversal, like landed on top of him, he just like it was so easy for him to land some ground and pound. It's like so easy. And Brundage
yeah.
just covered up and just like folded, right? So like when I see stuff like that happening, man, it's like I can't pick someone like that. But he might be able to win
It's
this
tough.
fight. Like Alhassan might be fucking washed. Like he's pretty up. He's getting up there in age for sure. Almost to 40, or he's almost 40 now.
Yeah.
Yeah. His
You
fight
can't trust him.
with Buckley wasn't. I don't think that was a split decision. I mean, it was a close fight, but I thought Buckley won that fight like 29-28. I think
Yeah.
Buckley was like the better technical striker, but Alhassan took him down in the third round, which is impressive because he can shoot his own takedowns. Doesn't really have much of a ground game, but he's pretty physically strong enough to get his own takedowns. And also that KO over Leslie DiCarico, like that was a nasty KO, bro. That was like a head kick KO,
Dude, that
right?
was crazy.
That was he
Yeah.
killed him there. Holy
Like
shit! So
17 seconds. Something
that
like that.
was
Yeah.
bro. He's got crazy first round finishing abilities, so I think it probably goes under, but I've been burned on the under in Cody Brundage fights before, so well,
Yeah.
Brundage goes under way too often though, so it probably goes under. What's the line on this one?
I mean,
Brundage,
Alhassan.
damn, minus 175 for Alhassan. Holy shit. That line's getting kind of steamed now for Alhassan.
Yeah, dude.
I wouldn't bet the money line if you're betting on. I would just take him by like KO because I think that's the way he's gonna win. Because if he wins, I don't think he's gonna like take Brundage the distance. If Brundage wins, it's probably gonna be like first or second on submission or like KO ground and pound maybe. But I think ground and pound not that easy. It's probably gonna be submission from Brundage. Even like Pfeiffer had to go for a submission or even for like arm triangle, put him to sleep. So it's gonna be a submission, I think, because he obviously is the better wrestler here.
Yeah.
Obviously, both these guys are not really guys that I want to trust, right? So under
Nah.
1.5 rounds, minus 150. Under 2.5 rounds is probably bro, minus 85. Holy shit. I think it's safer though, minus that one in a parlay or something, but I'm gonna stay away from this one. Next fight on the card is gonna be Julian Erosa taking Christian Rodriguez. I'm picking Christian Rodriguez here. I mean, it shouldn't be shock. I mean, I don't think I've seen many people picking Erosa here, but he's a dangerous dude. Like, don't get it wrong. I mean, he's got no chin, obviously. Like, his durability is questionable, but I was watching the weigh-ins, right? And the weigh-ins, like the face-offs, bro, like it's kind of concerning the face-offs. I mean, he looks way bigger than Christian Rodriguez. I mean, Christian Rodriguez looks like he's fighting at like 125 when he's standing next to him. So I'm kind of worried about that. I mean, but I think Rodriguez should be the more technical striker. He can handle himself on the ground. In that, he showed in that Jonathan Pierce fight on short notice up a weight class at 140. Was that 145? I think that, yeah, that was at 145
Yeah,
also. And he
yeah,
looked pretty good out there, but he also had Jonathan Pierce and like a nasty guillotine choke. I mean, that was like he was close to like finishing Jonathan Pierce a couple of times. Was looking like the way better striker on the feet, and I think Jonathan Pierce striking is probably not that horrible. I think it's not that bad. And yeah, Rodriguez obviously like the Bulgarian fight. I mean, my lock of the week was Bulgarian, so I was like, I'm still kind of pissed off. But I went back and I was watching the fight back, and it was a close matchup. I mean, like it was like Bulgarian was trying to should have probably got it, but he was like so tired, wasn't really trying to do all that much damage in the second round. Like it was Rodriguez landing. He only landed like 3 significant strikes in the second round, so like but yeah, I thought Bulgarian won that fight, but it was like a close enough, and he showed he's pretty durable. Even when he gets taken on, he's getting ground and pounded. He's not gonna fold. Erosa's dangerous for sure. I mean, this guy has knockouts. He's got good wins on his record for sure. That
hmm
Hamos fight, I mean, I had the under 2.5 rounds, so I was pretty happy. That was an easy under 2.5 rounds in the Hamos because Hamos doesn't have the fight IQ to get a finish or knees. Even when he's like close to finishing a fight, he'll just like shoot a takedown for no reason. It's like, why
yeah,
shoot a takedown for no reason out there? You have this guy like so hurt so badly. You have him almost knocked out cold. He dropped him like 3 times.
exactly.
He was dropping with everything that he was landing.
Yeah,
Then he shot a takedown for no reason, bro. Like, what? Like, what's the game plan, bro? Like, why are you shooting takedowns for no reason? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, I'm picking Rodriguez. I think he can get the kill here. If he stays standing, I think he's gonna be the way better striker. He's gonna have more power. I think he's got power. I know he hasn't shown it in UFC, but I think he's got power on the feet. And Erosa's striking defense is pretty bad. He's absorbing like 6.29 single strikes per minute. That's really bad. I'm picking
terrible.
Rodriguez by knockout, but I like the money line in the parlay. I got him with the fighter from LFA last week, Paiva. So I think it should be solid. He should be a solid parlay piece here. And the line's not
Yeah,
even terrible. What do you think?
yeah. I got C Rod at -205. So when the I guess some people were putting some money on Juicy J. What a nickname by the Juicy J.
GCG, yeah.
And then yeah, honestly, I made C Rod lock of the week at -205.
He's a good lock of the week, I think. He's a good lock of the
So
week.
I think this is gonna be the first guy who is actually willing to strike with C Rod. A lot of guys have been making C Rod have tough fights by grappling with him, and I don't know if Erosa can be as successful as those grapplers that C Rod has been facing. And honestly, dude, like you said, Ramos, one of the worst fight IQ guys in the UFC right now. Um, he just doesn't really look like he has a game plan out there. And he tried to take Erosa down when he had him on skates. That was going to be easily the third knockout loss in a row for Erosa. And he's got 6 knockouts already, 6 knockout losses already on his record out of his 7 losses in the UFC. So it's really not hard to knock this dude out. And a lot of people are claiming, C-Rod hasn't been finishing guys. He doesn't really look like he has finishing power and whatnot. But we've seen guys like Song Woo Choi, who never had a knockout, was able to knock out Julian Erosa. Fernando Padilla never got a knockout in the UFC, was able to knock out Julian Erosa and get his first knockout in the UFC. So Julian Erosa is just not a durable guy. And people who have not registered a knockout can get one against a guy who is just not durable enough to be out there anymore. I don't think the chin is going to hold up this time either. I think C-Rod, we can see him get a knockout, or we could even see him get a convincing decision win here. I just think he's the better striker. I think he's the better grappler as well, dude. Honestly, I'm not really worried about Julian Erosa on the ground much at all. He got that guillotine, yes, but against a guy with, like I just said, one of the worst fight IQs I've seen in the UFC. So C-Rod, we know he's smart, and I just think he gets it done here. I think he's the better fighter everywhere. So give me C-Rod to get this one done.
You think he's gonna get the KO? I think he can get the KO.
Hell yeah.
Chauncey was
You can't
tripping
count
out,
that
guys. I
out.
had to time him off for a bit. He was like going off the fucking rails in the chat. I'm pretty chill when it comes to the chat. Like I really barely ever time anyone out, and he was tripping out for a bit. He was going crazy, bro. He didn't take his medication this morning. But yeah, I'm gonna pick Rodriguez by KO. I think Rodriguez can get the KO here. Rodriguez, I see him knocking him down. He might not finish him. I mean, like when he goes to Erosa might be able to recover because he's got pretty good recovery. He can recover in his guard, right? He's got pretty good jiu-jitsu. So, but I think Rodriguez can put it on him and maybe finish him. I'm picking Rodriguez by KO. The money line's like I haven't played the KO. I think you probably should win by decision or like by KO.
Yeah.
The way Erosa's gonna win is by decision. I mean, not by decision. I mean by submission. Rosa's got some KOs before he knocked out Nate to train, right? So he's got some. He's a dangerous dude for sure. He might be able to land something crazy, but Rodriguez is showing pretty good durability so far. Let's talk about the next fight now. Next fight on the card. What are the odds right now? Look at the odds.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be gone.
A line hasn't moved much, right?
You're talking about
-245 right now. No, I'm talking about Rodriguez fight. He's okay. The line's moving now just a bit.
Yeah,
so you got him at -205. I got him at
-210.
So like the line hasn't moved much. I mean, I thought the line was gonna be like -300 by now, but the line hasn't been moving much. Some people like that Rosa side, right? Because he's a good underdog. I mean, normally like he's been cashing tickets as underdog recently.
I'm not seeing it.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen this time here. Next fight on the card is gonna be Gabriel Bonfim taking Anju the Quitter Lusa.
Yes.
That quit, man. He fucking quit in that battle fight, and it was so disappointing because I was looking like easy money for battle. Like I got him at -148. It was like almost even money, like close to even money.
I had nothing to say.
Battle by submission. I had battle money line. Like I was pretty heavy in battle there. But yeah, Lusa just didn't want to fight. He knew he was losing that fight, and he just like I don't want to fight. Who do you think win this one? Who you got here?
Bonfim, dude, all the way. I got nothing good to say about Angelusa after that performance. And honestly, I was talking about it in my picks video. I'm questioning him being in the UFC because he lost in LFA. He lost on Contender. These are all the promotions that we rate, decent enough to get you into the UFC. And he's not winning in those fights. He's not winning in the UFC either. Yes, he's going to decision. I guess if that's the one thing I'll credit Angelusa is he can take an ass whooping for 15 minutes sometimes. But Bonfim, I don't think he's going to need 15 minutes to get this one done. He has heavy hands and he's got a good submission game. He gets majority of his opponents down. And Angelusa, I don't really know if he has much to offer on his back. I mean, he trains with guys like Gilbert Burns and whatnot, but I can imagine Angelusa getting whooped in the gym by guys like Gilbert Burns. So I think Bonfim is going to get this one done, man. I think he can win any way possible. I parlayed him with Damon Blackshear, and I parlayed him with Damon Blackshear.
Did you get a good line on him? And like his line actually came down, right? He was like -400 early, like -450, and then it came down to like -300.
Yeah. I got him in the 300s.
That's not bad.
I got him in the 300s, yeah.
I can't get myself to parlay him this time. I lost too much money on him in that Dolby fight. I just like, bro, so what happened right on that card? So I had everything that I had. After I lost on my parlay with Bonfim, then I had put everything on the under 2.5 rounds and the 3.5 rounds in that Lewis and Almeida fight. I went the distance somehow. Like I don't know how that went the distance. But yeah, Bonfim, I mean, like I stayed away from his brother also, right? His brother fought who did he fight? He fought that 40-year-old guy recently, and he went the distance with him, right? So I was like, he's gonna go the distance just there. I think Bonfim can win his first decision in the UFC. I really do believe that. And Lusa's pretty tough though, but I think Lusa's gonna shoot a takedown and get sub. But it's pretty tough though. I think Bonfim's gonna put him to sleep to submit him. I could see a submission though. I'm gonna pick Bonfim by submission. I don't have anything on this fight because I got too much PTSD from Bonfim last time, so I don't think Lusa's as good as Dolby. Dolby has like really good striking. I mean, he's a technical striker and has phenomenal cardio. Lusa gasses, I think, also. He goes crazy for like a round and a half, then he gasses. I mean, he was close to getting TKO'd on the feet by Reese McKee, which is never a good sign. Because he couldn't get to, he just like, bro, what was he doing in the third round? He just like, he was like stuck there, just getting fucking his face punched off. But yeah, I'm picking Bonfim. I think Bonfim should get this one done by submission, or you think he goes the distance?
Oh man, I think he gets a finish here. I don't think he needs all 3 rounds, honestly. But I don't know if he wins by knockout or submission. So I would just parlay him like I did.
Yeah, his
But
cardio is not as
you got
terrible.
no
I think
action. So.
people like are making too much out of that Dolby fight. Like obviously he was looking at the clock, right? Like in the second on, like he was like, holy shit, I can't get this guy out of here. Like what am I gonna do with this guy? Dolby with
Yeah,
just crazy pace and pressure. I don't think Lusa has the same type of skill sets. Lusa's one of those guys that like either he's gonna be striking or either he's gonna be like shooting takedowns nonstop. Doesn't have jiu-jitsu where he's gonna like submit you. He did have the submission attempt on JDM, but Bonfim's not gonna give him a submission attempt here. Like get subbed by Lusa here. But what are the props? Let's see what the props are. So Bonfim minus 345 right now. I'm just gonna
yo, your
watch and
boy.
hopefully like he's fighting a guy that's pretty durable. So I want to see him go the distance. Like as much as I
Yeah,
want to see a finish, I want to see him go the distance. You see how he looks going the distance, fighting at a controlled pace.
yeah,
Because I think that would tell us more about Bonfim's game. He's gone the third round before, like in his career, so he's got finishes in the late third round before. So might be able to get a third round finish here. I honestly could see him getting a late finish here, maybe like a second on finish or like third on submission. Over 1.5 rounds, I would not play the over here. I know like Lusa's never been finished before, but he's probably gonna shoot a takedown and then get put to sleep maybe.
I just hope he doesn't get poked in the eye.
Yeah,
Honestly.
he's gonna quit if he gets poked in the eye. Fight doesn't go the distance minus 220. I don't know. He probably shouldn't go the distance, but Lusa's hasn't been finished yet. I mean, he's fought GDM. I mean, it's pretty
Yeah,
dangerous.
I think homeboy is due for another timeout. He's bugging.
Who we got here? Shanti, you're back, brother. What's going on, Shanti? What happened today, man?
What
Is he
is going
back?
on with this dude?
I'm not even sure if I timed him on. Okay, Shanti said pick him as a championship level rambler. Okay, I mean you're here listening to my rambling, so I guess you enjoy the rambling. Pibbs would never
Talking
go
about
live, bro. I challenged Pibbs to push up contest, and he's never fucking accepted my challenge. Bob said, "Me too, Lane. We may have to go to a spot to sweat and all this toxicity." Pibbs and Elliot, page #1 fan. Lusa quit before he gets finished. Yeah, like he's probably You're right. I
yeah,
mean, I think Battle would have probably submitted him later because I knew Lusa was gonna start shooting takedown because his striking was looking good on the feet. He's not a good striker. I think he's like he fights at a crazy pace when guys don't have power, like guys like McKee and like McKee looks like a guy who gets chinned a lot, right? I don't know how McKee has a good chin on him somehow. Like he's getting teed off in that second on against Lusa, and he just somehow like has a really good chin on him. Reese McKee, bro, like how does that guy have a good chin? When you look at him, it doesn't seem like he's got a good chin on him somehow, but somehow he's got a good fucking chin.
yeah.
Bonfim will be worried about his gas tank after losing to Dolby bet decision. Maybe, I mean, but I think Lusa's probably gonna shoot a
Hey,
takedown here. I think Lusa is gonna wrestle here. Lusa always like shoots takedowns for no reason. Even the strike, he's not looking terrible. Like I think Bonfim is gonna be the better striker and the better wrestler. Like not better
for this.
wrestler, like better jiu-jitsu practitioner. I think Lusa's probably the better wrestler. He's like more physically strong. I think in the wrestling exchanges. Yo, thanks for subscribing. Be Breezy. Make sure you guys also subscribe to my boy's channel, Crystal channel here. It's in the description.
What's up, Antoine? This dude is what? McKee
Let's go,
has great
Antoine. Let's
fights.
go, Antoine. Nice to see you in here, brother. So I hope you guys are having a great day. It feels good to have fights later. Yeah, bro. I'm happy this card was looking terrible early, like last week. Now they added like 4 more fights in this card. It actually looks like a legit UFC Fight Night card now. Now that like last week, I was like, holy shit, this card is so terrible. We're gonna be waiting 2 weeks to watch these 8 fights. I mean, but yeah, now this card's way better. Van decision, Bonfim decision plus 600. I don't know. I think he could be the first to finish Lusa though, but I don't know. If he's gonna go the distance with anyone, it's probably gonna be Lusa because he's got a pretty good chin on him. We haven't seen Lusa drop, right? I don't think we've seen Lusa get dropped before. I can't recall any time we've seen him get dropped. Lock of the night, Doug Rose. Hunter, you think Doug Rose is a lock? Maybe, I mean,
Damn.
maybe, but it's like I don't know. I don't know. I think I think Rhodes is good enough probably to win, but I don't know. The line's kind of crazy. Lose up by KO plus 800. Everyone's sleeping. I don't know. I don't see him. I know Dolby got the KO, but I don't see Lusa getting the
Lusa by
KO.
KO.
Bro. Lusa couldn't kill Reese McKee,
Oh
but if he
my
can't
god.
KO Reese McKee, man, like, bro, he might imagine he gets a KO now. Now that we don't think it's gonna happen, like,
Hell no.
I'm
I don't
staying away
see
from
that
this one, but
happening.
I don't know. I don't. I think that plus 800 number is probably there for a reason. Dolby, I
Yeah.
mean, Dolby's got crazy cardio and pressure. He's landing some nice knees. I mean, I don't think Lusa throws a lot of knees. He's mostly like boxing. He's like mostly a boxer. Throws a lot of hands, but it's not like that technical. What goes the distance by chance? Let's see. Fight goes the distance, plus 165. I would probably play the over if you're gonna play anything, but I'm gonna stay away. Chris has Bonfim in a parlay. I think that's probably solid. Yeah, I just every time like I lose parlay with someone, the next fight it's like tough for me to go parlay them unless like I'm really confident. I think Bonfim should get it done, but it's like I don't know if I can get there. I was really trying to like think about parlaying him with someone that I'm confident in, like C Rod, Chris Rodriguez maybe, but the
Yeah.
line came
That's
down,
what I
right? The
did.
line is like honestly 50 is not terrible enough for Bonfim.
Yeah.
Tracy's lock, you like Tracy's lock, Luis? Let's see, man. Let's see. Line on Pick'em 3 chat plus 8. Bro, I read more chat than other people do on their live streams. Salute said, always good to see you around, Willis. Let's go, brother. Let's go, Antoine. Lane's got Bonfim round 1 plus 225. That's not bad.
Not
He's
bad.
got first round finishing. All finishes by first round, right? Like in the UFC right
Yeah.
now. So
It's not
Lusa's
bad.
probably gonna get subbed by like shooting a takedown and getting put to sleep. Maybe bring back UPC. Yeah, we need AJ to bring back UPC, man. There's no challengers though for UPC though. McKee had a great heart. That's what kept him in the fight. I don't know, bro. McKee's pretty terrible. I don't know how he's in the UFC. The Reese McKee in the UFC is pretty bad. He lost decision to Chidi and Duquani, which is pretty fucking bad. Like getting KO'd by Chidi is like not bad, I guess, because he's got crazy power. But losing every round to Chidi is pretty bad. Free, bro. You're free, Mr. Pibbs. I haven't even timed y'all yet. Like you've been free all this time. Did this start right at 4? Who are we talking about right now, guys? Why is Muslim co-main win? Why is not William Knight? William Knight, yo, you remember William Knight? William Knight knocked out Brundage, right? I think in the contender series, if I remember. I couldn't pull up that fight. Were you able to watch that one back? I couldn't find that back. I watched some
couldn't find
highlights
that
on
one.
YouTube. I watched the highlight on YouTube.
I also was trying to find the Chris Moutinho, the Mont Blackshear. I couldn't find that.
It's a late night, baby sharp. So, yeah, the fights are gonna be starting at 7 p.m. ET Eastern time for me. I don't know which time you guys are at right now. I bet I met most of those guys in the UFC prediction tracker channel. The guy that keeps track of everyone's picks, right? That's pretty good. I think I'm happy that he's doing something like that.
Oh shit! What's up, bro? Appreciate you tuning in.
Let's go, Ernie. We got Ernie here. Let's go, Ernie B. we got Pips in here to keep things spicy in the chat. Yeah, Dober Silva is a guaranteed banger. Yeah, we're gonna move on to the Dober Silva now. Is that the next fight?
Man.
Okay, that is the next fight. Holy shit, let's go. You're gonna start this one off, Chris? Dober versus John Silva, man. Holy shit.
Yeah, dude. John Silva. I'm not sleeping on him. Former dog of the week for the channel 2 weeks ago. Crazy that he's stepping in on short notice for this one. Man, I think.
Are you taking Dober? Like I feel like you're taking Dober. Are you taking Dober here? Damn it,
I'm
Chris.
picking Dober. I'm picking Dober here, bro. Fuck. I'm nervous about it. I think rightfully so. John Silva has crazy hands, and I just don't know. There's too much, man. There's too much going on, like in too fast of a time. And Drew Dober, we've seen him get it done against tough guys before, bro. I've seen Drew Dober get hit and be able to withstand guys who have tough weight cuts for 155, and John Silva, basically coming off just winning a fight, having a weight cut again, and in
He's not
Denver.
cutting much weight though. 155, right? Up a weight class.
No, yeah, not cutting much. I'm not really making too much about the weight cut. I just think that there's just too much going on too fast, like for this guy. Like, and maybe the line was reflecting that as well, because Drew Dober, I think he should be a slight favorite. A slight favorite. I don't know. Considering that he's, Denver hometown, he trains at Elevation. He's been preparing for this card all this time. He is the true 155er. I just think he should be the slight favorite. And if he's gonna be the dog in this fight, for me, it's dog or pass. And Drew Dober is not a bad dog, bro. We've seen him get doubted, and he's pulled it through. We didn't get to see much of his stand up against Moicano, and Moicano is a world-class grappler. We have to say that at this point. I mean, this dude is obviously a savage on the ground. We saw him get it done against Jalen Turner right after that. So, man, you just can't count out John Silva, though, right? So, I know this fight is going to stay standing. If anything, John Silva is the one that's going to get takedowns. But Drew Dober is the pick for me. I just think he's had the longer camp. There are some vulnerabilities. He does get hit. And John Silva, I just think he's gonna need a knockout here. If he doesn't get a knockout,
I think he can win by decision too. I mean, he's gone the distance before. Not with some high level guys, but he's gone the distance before. Vallejos is not terrible, I think.
Not in Denver though. Not against Dober. You know what I mean? Like it's tough. It's tough for me to say that he wins a decision here. But I think he can knock out Drew Dober, and he can make my pick sound extremely horrible. So I know you're going John Silva.
I'm going John Silva. Lock of the week, guys. Lock of the week. Back to back lock of the weeks. This week again.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Shit almost fucking.
Holy shit, you good, bro?
Yeah.
Dober, bro. That fucking chin's throwing you off right now, right? That chin, Dober chin. Bro, this guy's got crazy chin though. This guy can need a shot for sure. Like Dober's got that fucking cement chin. Like it's like you can hit this guy with anything you want. Like unless you got crazy power, like for Rolla. I think John Silva's got crazy power too. I'm picking Silva. I'm not sure if he's gonna get the KO. He might be live for the KO. Even if it goes a distance, I mean, Dober takes a lot of damage on the feet. Like he gets better as the fight goes longer, for sure. But even like Perola, I don't think Perola is like a crazy technical striker. He's got power for sure. He throws a lot of hooks, right? Like, but Perola's like he was taking a lot of damage. He was losing the whole first round before he got KO'd. But he was like on the pressure, right? So who knows what that fight would have looked like if it went past the first round. And it was a kind of early stoppage, to be fair to Dober, but I think Silva's, bro, he's 27 years old. The guy's like still getting better. Like Dober's like he's taking a lot of damage. I mean, a lot of wear and tear.
35, yeah.
He might prove me wrong tonight. I guess I'll find out on the live stream. I'm gonna have to fucking eat my words on the live stream if he proves me wrong. But so be it, man. I think Silva's gonna get this one done. But I'm taking Silva. Money line is what I like here. You don't need to touch props. Either side you're on here, you don't need to touch props, I think. I mean, you can take props for plus money, but I'm picking Silva. I think Silva's going to get this one done. Jiro, Bob said, people respecting Dober. I think he's the right side to play. At this point, I mean, like, if it's even money, like, I just like the younger guy here. Like, he's just fought, like, last week. I mean, 2 weeks ago. But, Jim Silva decision. I think this one could go to this. Dober's pretty tough, man. He's only been KO'd, like, one time. You don't think Silva can win decision here? Like, you think he has any chance?
I'm having trouble seeing him winning a decision, dude. Because he throws everything 100%. And in Denver, I don't know. This guy has been preparing for this whole time, and John Silva had like what, a few days to prepare. So
Jiro Bob, he's been 3 rounds before in Contender Series, bro. I mean, it wasn't like to this level opponent. Like Lejos is not this level, obviously, but he can go 3 rounds. His cardio, like he went crazy for 3 rounds. It wasn't like
and Kevin Vallejos, that was a tough scrap. That was a tough scrap that went to decision in Contender Series with John Silva and Kevin Vallejos. And I think Kevin Vallejos is a savage. So,
he's gone the
but I don't know.
Like,
Vallejos
doesn't have crazy one punch power though. Like Dober has one punch power for sure. Hunter said there's levels. We'll see. We'll find out, right? We'll see if Dober's gonna show those levels tonight.
Damn.
Dober has big head. Dude. Sean said poor defense, so we'll get clipped and go to sleep. He might get TKO'd via referee stoppage, but I don't know if I just see him going to sleep. Like Dober's got pretty good recovery. Like even that Favola hit him with the fucking big left hook, and like he got dropped. I mean, he's still trying to recover. Like Favola was hammering away with this ground and pound, and he was still in there. Like so, it's not easy putting him to sleep. But I think John Silva can be that guy, man. He's only 27 years old, training at Fighting Nerds. These guys are on fire right now. I'm not gonna be feeding these Fighting Nerds guys. But up a weight class,
Yeah.
I mean, let's see if his power can translate to 155. Bro, Pibbs, what's your issue with Curry, bro? I guess you never had fucking Curry, Mr. Pibbs. You probably can't afford Curry. It's too unfortunate for you, man. Baby sure said that's right, Sean. There's Silva will heal. Yeah, exactly, man.
Who's
gonna
Sharp picking?
Huh?
Who's Baby Sharp picking? Do we know?
I think he's picking. I'm not sure who's Baby Sharp. Who are you picking here? I'm way behind in chat. Holy shit. Nah, Dober has a big old head. Yeah, he can take a shot for sure. Look at the chin of this guy, bro. I wish I had fucking chin like that. Square headed, yeah. This guy, bro, he can eat a shot for sure. Like I've only seen like he was getting hurt by McKinney though. McKinney had him in huge trouble in the first like 2 minutes.
Damn.
But he just fucking eats. He just ate those knees like it's nothing, bro. So the guy is definitely tough though for sure. It's gonna be a good fight. This is probably the best fight on the card, like the most entertaining fight that's gonna be on this card. This should have been the co-main event. Why is this not the co-main event on this card? Like I don't get it.
Dude, when you put up the polls for this fight on your stream, you're gonna see like 80% of your picks on Silva on the polls in the chat.
It's probably more like I don't know. I might be getting caught up in the recency bias, but I really do believe that Dober, like his striking defense, is like not that great, but he relies on that chin too much.
Sometimes.
Like, and Silva takes damage too. Like Silva doesn't take he hasn't really been fighting power punchers out there. Like Dober is a power puncher, but Silva, like we're gonna see what kind of chin Silva has. I mean, but Dober, like he throws a lot of body shots also. Like that's the way he knocked out Alves, right? Like with the body shot, with the liver shot. So let's see, man. Let's see what happens. We're picking different guys here. I'm picking Silva. You think Dober's gonna get the kill? You think Dober's gonna kill him?
Oh, I think he can win by knockout, but I think if he wins this fight, he's gonna lose the first round possibly and win this one by decision to a tired John Silva. At elevation, I don't know. Maybe I'm making something. I could be wrong though. You know, I just don't.
I mean, it's a close fight. I mean,
I don't
the
have
odds
much
are there for a
confidence.
reason.
Yeah,
The odds are close
I don't
for a
have
reason.
much confidence.
I mean, Dober could have won that Moicano fighter. Then he wouldn't be fighting this Silva right now. If you just didn't go for that judo throw in the third round, like why would you go for a takedown on Moicano? And he was looking good on the feet, obviously more from Moicano. Then he went for a takedown of his own. Like why do that, Dober? His fight IQ, I feel like sometimes is kind of questionable.
And he's 35. It's tough. It's tough.
Yeah, but that chin's probably still there. We're gonna find out Silva can crack that chin. Next fight on the card is going to be Santiago Ponzinnibio taking on a Muslim Salikov.
Yeah,
bro, this is a stay away fight for me. Like I don't even know what to do with this fight. Like I have no clue.
The line came down on Ponzinnibio.
I'm picking Santiago, but I don't know. Like I think it's pretty fucking washed. I think Salikov was pretty washed also. Like so, I guess you got to pick and choose, right? Like Santiago, man, like he was losing that Morono fight. Like he was getting outclassed. Like he made Morono look like a high level striker out there, which is not good. Oh man, so like, and obviously he landed that KO punch, right? Morono took that fight in short notice, by the way. So like the fact that Morono, like I don't know, Morono's like such an on and off guy. Sometimes he looks really good, and other times looks really terrible. I'm gonna pick Santiago. I think he's got more power. He's got knockouts over some high level guys, like knockouts over Magny. I mean, like knockouts over who else did he knock? I can't remember. I think he knocked out bro. Who else? Morono, obviously not a high level guy. I mean, but still a good win for a knockout. But yeah, who else is he knocked out? I can't remember now. Like I didn't like too much. No, Santiago, like he's got a couple of knockouts. I mean, knocked out Mike. No, not knocked out. He's got a win over Mike Perry. Knocked out Gunnar Nelson. Corder McGee knocking out Corder McGee's not bad. Has a win over Sean Strickland. I mean, back in 2015 though. Holy shit, that's
knocked out Morono, right?
Ago. Yeah, he knocked out Morono recently, but he was losing that fight. So like, I don't know, man. I'm not really a guy that I trust with my money. Like, but Salikov getting one punch KO'd by Brown is never a good sign. I mean, Brown's got really good striking. I'm not saying that he's a bad striker by any means. He's a good striker, but getting one punch KO'd by fucking Brown
looks bad.
That's not good. That was like under a minute also. So I think Santiago can snipe him. I think he's got the better a late finishing ability here. Muslim Salikov has those kicks, right? They call him the king of kung fu for a reason. I mean, but this guy is probably 50 years old. I don't know how he's 40 years old. He probably should be 50. He looks like he's 50 years old. He's probably lying on his birth certificate. I mean, it's probably they probably fucking made that up. But yeah, bro, he still has that fucking black and white picture on his topology. You seen that shit? Holy shit,
dude, crazy.
Well, when did they take that picture? That was like before they had fucking colored cameras, I think. Holy shit. Yeah, I'm gonna pick Santiago. I don't really trust him. I mean, losing to like Michel Pereira by split and losing to Jeff Neal by split, like I guess we gotta give him some credit there, right? Like those are like close, like those are high level guys. I mean, I think most of those guys would knock out Salikov in the first round. They would probably chin him in the first round. So, but like I just can't get that picture out of my head, man. Morono, like striking him so easy. Morono is quick though. I'll be honest. Like Morono is definitely quick. But the how easy Morono was making it look like was not a good sign. I mean, that's never a good sign. Like, yeah, I'm gonna pick Santiago by KO, but as I don't know, I don't even know what to like. I don't know how to bet this fight. I have no clue. Might go over, might go under. Like, who the fuck knows? After if Salikov didn't get chinned in the first round by a round, I would have been like, okay, goes over 1.5 rounds for sure. But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna pick Santiago though. What do you think?
I'm picking Santiago as well, man. I think it's two veterans scrapping up, but Muslim Salikov, I think he's too reliant on that spinning kick. And at this point, like everyone's preparing for it when they're going up against him. I know he's got like over 100 kickboxing matches before coming to the UFC, and it's definitely showing. You know, he's very reliant on his leg kicks and the spinning kicks. But at this point, so many fights after seeing that time and time again, Santiago Ponzinnibio, he's not a one-trick pony type of guy. You know, I think he can read that move, and I think he can maybe set up something behind it. You know, in Santiago's good years, I think he was on like a 5-fight winning streak in the UFC at one point.
Yeah, he was really good back then, but he's works as a commentator, right, for the Spanish speaking audience.
Yeah, he finished Neil Magny in the 4th round, dude. Like, I think, you know, a guy Neil Magny is durable, who takes tough fighters to the distance, and he ends up pulling through. Whereas Ponzinnibio fought him into the later rounds where Neil Magny does better, and he knocked him out. So, you know, I just think Ponzinnibio, we've seen better out of him than we've seen out of Muslim Salikov. And like I said, if you don't know that Muslim Salikov is going to throw that spinning back kick by now, what are you doing in the UFC? You know what I mean? So Santiago Ponzinnibio, I've been more impressed with his performances. I just think he's the better striker. He pushes the pace a lot more as well. And if he puts Muslim Salikov on the back foot in this fight, Salikov is at his worst when he's off the back foot, because then he can't get his kicks going. And I can see Santiago Ponzinnibio doing just that. I see him pushing the pace just like he did against Alex Morono when he was losing. And yeah, I can see him either getting a knockout finish here or just a very convincing decision win.
Bitterman said that Santiago loses his legacy. If he loses legacies, bro, what legacy?
What legacy?
He's got good wins, I mean, but what legacy are we talking about right now, Bitterman? Man?
Yeah,
he's got wins over Strickland. I mean, which looks good for him right now. Strickland win. I mean, like knocking on Magny. I guess there's maybe a little bit of legacy there, but yeah, he could be on a 4-fight.
And even in those close fights with Jeff Neal and stuff like that, he's not getting heavily outstruck in any of those fights. You can see the striking numbers. I think in the fight with Jeff Neal, he had more significant strikes than Jeff Neal did. It was just the overall damage that Jeff Neal was putting on Santiago that won him the fight. It was more convincing. His shots were more convincing in the fight. And Muslim Salikov, I don't think his shots are going to be more convincing in this one. So I'm going to side with Santiago to get this one done, man.
Gene said Santiago needs to win to keep going for the championship belt. Yeah, exactly, bro. He's making money on as a commentator, right, for the Spanish people, that are watch the UFC. I mean,
I don't think he's fighting for a title though.
Yeah, I mean, he's just showing up for a paycheck, I think, at this point. I mean, I think he's gonna get this one. This is a good matchup for him. Salikov, like, getting one punch killed by, I didn't even bet that fight because, like, Brown probably gonna win, but like minus 180 for Brown is kind of crazy. Then if I knew that I was gonna knock him out in the first round, I would have bet in Brown for sure. So that's not a good sign. I think Salikov looked really slow in that matchup there. This is a good matchup though for him. I think this is a better matchup than Randy Brown. Is way quicker and way better striker than Santiago. I don't think Brown has as much power than Santiago. But he definitely showed power in that Salikov fight. What are the odds right now? See what the odds are. Santiago minus 180. So there's
His
some
line
money
is
coming,
coming
dog
down.
money. Yeah, the dog
Yeah.
money coming to Muslim Salikov. I don't know. I don't feel good about this one. I stay away from these type of fights.
I had Ponzinnibio in a parlay and I actually cashed it out because I wasn't feeling it
out.
anymore.
Did you get him at like minus 200? It was like minus 200
Yeah,
really
it was.
early.
I was a lot more confident when the fight got announced, but then as you start watching the tape, you're like, you know what? I should probably just watch this as a fan. So
He
that's
should
what
win
I'm
this
gonna
one.
do.
Like, you shouldn't be losing to Salikov. Salikov's like looks really good in the first round, unless he's fighting like Fiali, right? Who's got no chin. I don't think
Yeah.
Santiago's like chinny. I mean, he's been knocked out by Kevin Holland in the third round. I mean, he's a pretty durable guy, and I don't think Salikov has third round finishing ability here. He's gonna be like live for first round KO with a spinning heel hook or like a spinning hook kick or something crazy like that. But
Yeah,
I
you
think
gotta
he's
know
probably
that's
gonna get
coming by
KO'd.
now.
Yeah, I think he's gonna get KO'd here. Yeah, Fight Ram has really good picking percentage, man. Me and Fight Ram were at the top of the list for like last month, right? Was it last month? I think it was June.
I think on Tapology, I'm like at 70% though.
That's really fucking
So
good, man. Brown is
yeah.
awful, bro. Brown's not awful. Andrew Brown's actually pretty good. It just that like I'm just saying that he hasn't really shown KO power other than Salikov fight. Brown's actually a good fighter. He just got that win over Gillespie, which is a solid win. Gillespie, any win over Gillespie is solid, even at this point. Even the distance with the Wellington Sherman. I mean, Sherman, like, I don't even look at those fights anymore. Like, how's Sherman still in the UFC? He's still in the UFC, right? I think Sherman. It's probably because he's homeboys with Glover and those Alex Pereira, so trains over there.
Yeah.
Sean said I have a better percentage than both you guys. Okay, good for you, Sean. I'm happy for you, man. Congrats, brother. Congrats to Sean C. Santiago is the truth.
You should make a YouTube, bro.
Yeah, bro. I would definitely get people to subscribe to you if you make a YouTube channel, Shansi. Andrew needs to walk the plank. Not gonna lie. Okay, just chill. Leave Andrew alone, guys. For chill. That's crazy. People don't even mention that Muslim is coming off months after KO. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Maybe he is rushing.
Yeah, I think he might be rushing in. He might be rushing in too early, but I think he's just trying to protect some paychecks. Now he's trying to like fill his contract right now with the UFC. And if he loses this fight, I don't think UFC is gonna give him another contract. He's 40 years old, right? He's gonna be over 40 now. Like he might be 50 years old like for real. Like I think he's just lying. A lot of these guys, out of that reason, they lie about their age. I think.
Yeah.
On there, because you can fake a birth certificate. I think out there. What's my Tapology percentage? I mean, for UFC or like my overalls, I think it's like 68%. Like I pick fights for like LFA, like PFL and stuff. So my UFC is like 64%, I think. Andrew said OIC Pickham's prediction rate is 72%. I don't think 72%, but I think for last month it was pretty good. It's tough having like a 70% prediction. If you pick every fight on the UFC card, bro, like you're not gonna like I haven't seen a lot of people that have like over 70% prediction rate for UFC these fights. Unless you pick like few fights. I mean, some people I know they pick only like fights they're confident in. Yeah. And they have a better picking percentage. Cards. Yeah, I've seen people do that. Lucas Tracy, I think, does that, right? He doesn't pick some women's MMA fights out there.
Yeah, he doesn't pick women's MMA at all.
Yeah. When you're picking every fight, I mean, you're gonna lose some picks, especially these fight night cards. I mean, the Apex cards are always horrendous.
Dude, I've had cards where I got all WMMA fights wrong.
I think it was the same card that I had. I got all three of them wrong. Tomar, who's that Tomar? Like that. I don't know how he won that fight, but
yeah, that was no way.
Tennessee Gomes. That's the only like 3 of my losses on my card, and I was like. That was pretty bad. The Weasel doesn't pick all fights. Yeah, I don't think he does. And people can pick as whatever fights they want to pick, right? Lucas Tracy picks favorable fights and still has 57% pick rate. Ponzinnibio is in UFC game. Is he really in the UFC game? He's been in the UFC for a minute, so I'm not shocked that he's in UFC. I would never play the UFC game ever. Like, have you played the UFC game? Like the UFC
The
video
newest
game?
one, I haven't played the newest one, but I used to play the older ones.
Yeah, I've never played that game. I don't even like. I was gonna get that game on a PS4, and then I just like sold my PS4. Then I built the PC, and I don't think you can buy that game on PC. Like you can buy that game on PC. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Santiago -180, but I don't have a bet on him. Santiago by KO, I think is probably live. Santiago
If
by
you are
KO
gonna bet on him, now's the time.
plus
If you are
150.
gonna bet on him,
Yeah, -180 like is not terrible. If you wanna like, if you're confident that he's gonna win for sure, I think you should get it
yeah,
done. But I don't know. I
that
just have
line
a
came
bad
down.
feeling. If I didn't watch tape, I'd be like, okay. If I didn't remember that Morono fight, I'd be like, okay,
Yeah,
you can win this
yeah,
one. Losing Kevin Holland, no shame, right? But like after watching Morono's last fight, I mean, he looked pretty fucking terrible out there. Like he looked dog shit.
shit,
Looks
yeah.
so bad. I think the KO is probably live. Plus 150 for KO for Santiago Ponzinnibio. Let's talk about the main event now, guys. I think Dober versus Silva should be the co-main event. I don't know why they have
Yeah,
Santiago. Maybe they're paying
and
Santiago more money. Maybe like I don't know what the deal is with
Van
that.
Van and Johnson should be on the main card instead of Brundage and Alhassan. I don't know. They should swap
Yeah,
those two.
I don't know why they keep doing that with Brundage. They put him on pay-per-view, right, with Bo Nickel, but
Yeah,
they were
crazy.
sacrificing him there. But oh yeah, this fight should be the featured prelim on the card. Yeah, I don't know who does the lineup for these cards. Let's go, guys. Main event time now. We got Third Rose taking on. I can't like open this, I guess, but we got Third Rose taking Tracy Cortez. You can start this one off, Chris.
All right, man. Yeah, I think Rose is the better fighter here, man. I'm picking Rose. I think she is the better striker and better grappler. In terms of wrestling, though, I got to give Tracy the advantage because we saw Rose struggle against Manon Fiorot at this weight class. I think she's gonna struggle with her wrestling game. Amanda Ribas, yes, she got her down and she was able to get a bit of a underwhelming decision win over Amanda Ribas, but that's a girl who moves up and down weight classes. So she's really not a consistent, I think, what is this, a straw weight, I believe, right?
This is
So
flyweight, I think. Isn't this a
flyweight?
145? 125, I
Oh yeah,
mean.
flyweight. Yeah, flyweight. My bad. So she's
Yeah, I
really
think it's
not a
flyweight, yeah.
Ribas is not a consistent flyweight whatsoever. She moves up and down the weight classes. Tracy Cortez, we just saw her struggle to make 126. So, this is another girl who is true to the weight class. Rose Namajunas maybe is just getting older, having a harder time getting down to 115. So she's fighting at 125 now. That is my concern with this pick, that maybe Tracy with more motivation, having just doing more in every round, it could convince the judges. But Rose, championship Rose, she destroys Tracy Cortez. I think she walks her down and just mops her. You don't know what you're gonna get out of Rose sometimes. I don't know if we're gonna see championship Rose in this one, but even non-championship Rose can get it done against Tracy Cortez in the striking. I just think she has the right reads. She makes the right decisions on the feet. Tracy Cortez, she is getting better in the striking, that's for sure. And we saw that against Jasmine Jasudavicius. But that's a girl who we just said earlier, she doesn't have a head movement. She doesn't make the right decisions on the feet. And she made Tracy Cortez look way better in the striking than she's ever done in her life. So am I convinced off of one performance in the striking against Jasmine Jasudavicius that Tracy Cortez is all of a sudden a world-class striker? I'm not. And I think Rose, she is very good in the striking. She is very good when the fight goes to the ground. Give me Rose here. I am not gonna bet her. I'm actually staying away from the main event. I don't know what I would bet if I was to bet on the main event. So I don't. Maybe the fight goes the distance, I guess. But I do think that Rose can get a finish here as well. So I wouldn't be surprised, man. Honestly, it's tough to make a bet here in this fight. So I'm picking Rose, but I don't know if I'm gonna get to a bet on this one. What do you think?
Yeah, so before I ran tape, right, I was like, yo, I'm gonna go bet Tracy. I was like telling everyone, I was like, Tracy at plus 180. Holy shit, crazy number on a girl that
Yeah,
keeps winning, right, in the UFC. Then I
yeah,
go back and watch tape on her. I was watching the Jasmine fight. I was like, I watched that fight. I was like, holy shit, her boxing looks really good. I was on Jasmine there. I picked Jasmine. I was like, she's probably gonna wrestle early, and she wasn't wrestling early. Once she did wrestle, she got takedowns later in the second, third round. It was like
hmm
too late then. So I was like watching Rose, and I was like, holy shit, she's got way better footwork. She's not gonna be stationary like Jasmine was in the pocket, just eating punches on the chin. And I think Rose is
yeah,
gonna be moving a lot. Like she's got really good counter striking. So I think Rose is gonna be able to. Like, she's also got 5 round experience. Fabi Lee. I mean, she's got really nice timing on the takedowns.
right,
So I'll think even that Wei Lee second fight rematch was really close. Then she got that takedown right in the 5th round, which is like, you know how smart she is. Like the fact that she level change and got put a stamp on that round. Still a close
yeah,
fight. I mean, but like Wei Lee, when you're fighting Wei Lee, who's an absolute beast, I mean, like Tracy could be that girl. I mean, we're gonna find out Tracy is that girl, but I haven't. I mean, she's got wins over Blanchfield, right? I mean, it was a close matchup. I mean, back in Invicta, but I think Rose is a lot better than any girl that Tracy has fought before. So Rose, I mean, like, see, mine sometimes with Rose, like, you never know. That Hebus fight was really close. I mean, Hebus is a high level jiu-jitsu practitioner. He's got a legit black belt on the ground, and striking is not
yeah,
horrendous. He's kind of chinny, so. But Hebus is actually like a pretty good, and she's also pretty big for the weight class.
yeah,
I am gonna pick Rose here, but I'm also not betting on Rose. I think it goes the distance. I think Tracy's pretty tough, but I think she's pretty durable. She's got a chin on her, I think, even though we haven't really seen her fight anyone with to the level of striking as Rose. But I'm gonna pick Rose here by decision. I think it goes over 4.5 rounds. I think it's still probably a solid parlay piece even at this point. And I think Tracy can make this competitive. She's probably gonna win at least 1 or 2 rounds out there. Maybe like she might prove me wrong. She might prove me wrong. Then who knows, man? But I think Rose is gonna time some takedowns. I mean, Tracy does get taken down.
yeah,
So I think Rose is gonna get some takedowns, and after every round, I mean, put a stamp on every round if it's close on the feed. I don't think it's gonna be that close on the feed. Even in that Manon Fear fight, I mean, she won the 3rd round against Manon Fear, which is, I mean, not a lot of girls out there winning rounds against Manon Fear, right? Like, she had a broken injury, like broken pinky, I think, in that one, so she couldn't really throw her punches straight. And Manon is a weight bully. Manon was like way bigger. Like, bro, how does he make 125? I don't get it. I don't know how Manon makes 125. But yeah, I'm picking Rose by decision. But this, if you're betting this fight, probably dog or pass because you're getting like you're getting a
yeah.
girl that keeps on winning. I mean, at plus
Good
200, almost
value.
like. So what's he right now? She's plus 180 right now. So like, you might be able to like, I don't know, like live betting on this one. Like, I'm not even sure about live betting on this one. This is the fight that's gonna tell us what the ceiling on Cortez is, and also like she's gonna be fighting Rose for hair back, right? So, um, Fabrizio said, I'm a betting mastermind, said Cortez should be minus 300. Bro, I'm not gonna listen to someone that's like 40 units deep in the fucking hole. Like, I'm not gonna listen to someone's opinion. Tracy squad for me,
Yeah,
girl, bro. Tracy's got some cake, right? I mean, Luana Santos and Tracy. Hopefully, they fight each other in the future. And that'd be a good matchup. Nice to see
yeah,
Daniel Rodriguez and unsociably. Okay, because Shansi, I get it, bro. You're going crazy today, Shansi. I'm gonna have to fucking sit you down for a minute again. If you don't chill out. Useless checking out a guy on YouTube called Trap Lord Ross. Bro, who is that? A real like what is that? Try me. Yeah, I think like Rose probably gets this one done. She's got 5 round experience. I mean, this is the first main win for Tracy Cortez. She's also taking this on short notice. I mean, like she's supposed
yeah.
to fight Amanda Maverick, and I was picking over Amanda Maverick. Me and Chris were gonna do a bet, right, on that one. Should we bet who's gonna shoot a
Yeah,
takedown first? Like, who do you think shoots a
yeah.
takedown first here? I haven't even been drinking. I mean, this year, but who do you think shoots a takedown here first?
In this fight,
I think Rose,
Tracy's
right?
got to
You
shoot first.
think Tracy's
No,
gonna shoot takedowns first?
I mean, if we giving Rose the striking advantage, you got to imagine that Tracy's going to be the one shooting first. No, I mean, and she's going to want to try to see if she can get Rose down because that's her best path to victory. If she can get her down, dude, and just work some top game and control time, that's the best path to victory for Tracy Cortez is use her wrestling because that's what she's really good at. But
Yeah, good
I,
wrestling, but doesn't have the best top control. Like I've seen her get her
yeah,
worst before. And that Gato fight, right? Gato fight, like
Gato
Gato
made
was
it
able to get
tough,
some
dude.
sweeps. That was
Yeah,
a close fight. And
yeah,
I
she
think
made it tough.
Gato might have won that fight. It was like really, really fucking close. But I
Yeah,
think they
yeah,
Tracy barely edged it out. But Gato's like not a bad grappler. She's got a legit black belt on the ground. Slusa just
she,
create some safe parlay. Yeah, we're gonna make some parlays for you guys right now. Let's make some safe parlays on picks that we both agree on. That's what we normally do here. So
yeah.
let's do it, guys. Let me do it here. Give me a second.
I think I got a 3-leg that
We'll give you guys the
is gonna
parlay that
cash.
we're both playing, different parlay that we're. So which parlay are you confident in this card?
So I'm going C-Rod. I got him at minus
C-Rod.
205. He's probably a little bit
It's
more than
minus
that now.
245. No, it's not that much
Yeah.
more, but
And then I got Damon Blackshear and Bonfim for
Imagine
plus
Bonfim's the one that
270.
fucking wins it. That's the worst way to lose a parlay when the
Dude,
heavy
I'll be
favor,
so
right,
pissed.
is the one that
Yeah.
ruins it. But I think
I,
Bonfim's gonna get it done. Plus 267 is honestly pretty good, man. The one that
I
I'm
got it
playing
at
on this
plus
card, like,
270. Yeah.
so like, yeah, the lines haven't been moving all that much. Plus 270 is good. The one that I like is like I like a lot of overs, man. Like I think Santos is pretty good. Even like I haven't parlayed her, I played her by finish, but I think Santos is pretty good. I think Blackshear can get it done, but I like the over in this one for some reason. I think it goes over. I like over in this one also. Holy shit, it's gonna be a crazy parlay. Over five goes the distance, or maybe five goes distance. I think it's solid. And I you can take Rodriguez in there plus 242. That's actually pretty good, I think. Santos money line over 2.5 in that Bonfim fight over 2.5. No, that's the Blackshear fight, I think. But you can take Blackshear, Rodriguez. I think that's pretty safe. And my lock of the week, John Silva, plus 532 for that
Hey,
fucking 5-leg. But I like keeping
yeah.
it 2-3 leg parlays. I think those are more likely. But bro, you had a crazy parlay, right? Last week, like on the UFC 303 card. I should have parlayed my
Ah, dude, that
fucking
was a
that
long
underdog
shot.
Oliver.
Yeah.
Bro, I
I
should have
always do
parlayed
little
him.
long shots. I
I
always
don't
do
like.
some
I
long
haven't been
shots,
doing those a
bro.
lot recently. I just like when I see underdog plus 200, I just play straight up. Like
Do you know
parlay is gonna make more money though. Parlaying than those guys.
do you know high kick fight picks
High kick
on
fight
YouTube?
picks. I think I've seen his content. He does early picks, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He motivated me to do long shot parlays, like because he always at the end of his channel. Sometimes he does like 6 legs, 7 legs, and I'm like, dude, what if you throw a little bit of cash on your picks? You know what I mean? Like these are your picks that you picked all these guys to win. You know they should get it done. So I
Yeah, I'm
always
gonna
put a
start
little
doing
like
some long shot
10,
parlays now.
$20. You know, it never hurt nobody.
Oliver, bro. Oliver's good, right? Holy shit, Oliver. Like
Yeah,
he, even though he had a broken, like his leg almost gave out. I mean, like, but yeah, I don't know how people thought that Ricky Simone was winning that fight live, right? After the second, people are like, the live odds were still like Ricky Simone somehow. I don't know how. I just couldn't
yeah.
believe it. But yo, he's fucking good. Oliver, like, he's gonna be ranked now, right? He's gonna be in the top 15 now. But let's do a parlay that we
He
both
called
agree
out
on.
Rob Font. I think he
He's gonna be
beats
fighting
Rob
Rob
Font.
Font now.
No, no, no. He called
Uh,
him out. He called him out.
that's a good call out. I mean, he was calling out Umar Nurmagomedov. That's bro. That's what sold me over Rick. His fight over Ricky Simon. I was like, this guy doesn't. He's not scared of nobody, bro.
Nah.
Nobody. He's not scared of nobody, bro. He's calling
Yeah.
out Umar like in the second UFC fight, bro. Like people kept going back to that fight, right? With the Sopaz, and they're like, oh, this guy took him down. Ricky Simone's gonna take him down and maul him. Like, I mean, Matt doesn't work out every time.
Nah.
But yeah, he looked a lot better. His takedown defense is solid, man. I'm excited that he's in the top. That he's gonna be ranked soon. I don't know if he's gonna be top 15. He'll probably be in the top 20. But yeah, I think he was gonna be an exciting guy to watch at bantamweight because he's like his style is really exciting. But he does leave a lot of openings on the feet. I'm probably gonna have to pick against him sometime if he fights someone with like technical striking. Let's do a parlay. Do a parlay that we both agree on. We should probably put Rodriguez in there, right? We both pick Rodriguez.
That's the lock of the week
Um,
right there.
yeah. What do you think
Yeah.
about the fight goes a distance in Johnson, or you want to take Van? Bro, Van's minus 250 right now. Holy shit. Blackshear, I think
Yeah.
Blackshear. I like Blackshear, Rodriguez.
Yeah. We both picked Blackshear.
And who else? I don't
Damn. I
know.
think.
They're like, bro, that we both agree on.
I mean, at this point, because the line
Rose.
moved down, I
Let's
would
can't
go
get there, Rose.
Ponzinnibio, I guess.
Ponzinnibio plus 342. That's honestly not bad. I like this two leg a lot. Plus 184 for this two leg, bro. It's actually not bad for like two leg parlay.
The 2-leg is
Two
great.
leg parlays, I think, are really, really fucking safe. Like if you're playing parlays, like 2 legs are really safe for this card. Guys, make sure you guys go subscribe, man. We had a fun live stream. We did a live preview for this card. We'll do a live preview for next week. I mean, next week's we're gonna be back in Day Night Dungeon next week. Unfortunate that that's the way it is, but we got another women's MMA fight next week, right? Next week,
Yeah.
Lemos
Oh
versus
my
why is
God.
that, bro? Why do they keep making women's MMA as the main win? Like it's
I
like
don't
I don't
know,
get
dude.
it. I really don't get it. But
Yeah,
Lemos versus Andras. I mean, not
that
Andras. I
card
mean
is bad, dude.
Jandiroba. Yeah, Jandiroba's gonna be fighting next week.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a
I'm not
crazy
even
fucking
looking forward
card.
to it.
Steve Garcia is the best fight. I think Steve Garcia versus that Asian guy, like Choi. There's like 2 Choi's fighting,
Yeah.
and I can't even tell them apart.
Do you
Like
rate
so
Song
tough.
Woo Choi highly though? I don't know. I
Nah,
don't really...
much. I don't really rate him. He beat Jarno Aaron's very recently, like, but on that
Yeah.
Holloway and John B card, but he got dropped in that fight also. The guy gets dropped in every fight. I think Steve Garcia is pretty good, and I also like Harder Emil. Emil is pretty good. I think
Hyder
he's a god.
Emil. Yeah, dude, I got him at plus 180. That's my only bet on the card right now.
Yeah, I got him as underdog, and I got Luana Santos at plus 110. Luana Santos, like not Luana Santos. I mean, what the fuck, Luana Carolina.
Yeah, I'm like,
call her
who?
Luana Santos. Holy shit, Luana Carolina. I just forgot her name already. Luis said Rose will lose. Let's see, Luis. You might be right. You can tell me if you're right after we're done with that fight.
Yeah, I got no bets on her, so I don't.
I hope. Hopefully, I think it goes to this. I think it goes to this. I think Trace is pretty tough and Rose is pretty tough. Fabrizio said, I'm hoping to make at least 20K today. That's my bro. 20K, you're making 20K on a card, bro. You're fucking living good.
Let's go.
Holy shit. Is that parlays or are you like betting a lot of money on this card, Fabrizio? I hope you make that 20K, brother. Grammy said I got Emil at plus 170. Bro, I told you guys to go bet him at plus 220. I told you guys, like, that's why like I was on that line early because I seen the line, it was like plus 320. I think the line opened up at like plus 350 or something like that early. Then the line's like a lot of money came in on the under.
Yeah.
Uncle Dana fired. Yo, they gotta fire Hunter Campbell. I mean, he's the one that's fucking putting up these fights. I think he's in charge, right? Of like putting together these cards. Hunter Campbell. He's a matchmaker, right? Or is it
Hunter
the other
Campbell,
guy?
Yeah. No, you're right. I think it's Hunter.
Aubrey said, "What do you think about this parlay? C-Rod Santos main win to go the distance." I think that's pretty good. I think that's actually pretty good. I feel good about C-Rod, man. I feel pretty good about C-Rod.
I don't know. I think C-Rod can knock him out as well, though. So you might be shaking in your boots on that.
Yeah,
fight,
guys, make sure you subscribe to Chris's channel, man. Bro, if everyone subscribe to the channel, we can get him to 500 subscribers right now. Can everyone go subscribe to the channel? Come on, guys, let's go.
Guys, man.
Let's get him to 500 subscribers right now. If you guys enjoy the live preview that we do every week, I mean, we do this like almost every week. I think we only missed it like one time, right? Like once or like how many weeks did we miss it for? Probably one time. The last couple months.
We did 302 and then 301, 302. So I don't know. I don't know if we missed many. Maybe just the card in between 302 and 303, but that was it.
Stu said, why do I feel like Blackshear is gonna kill my parlays? I hope you put him in one parlay. I wouldn't put him like every parlay. Like when you're doing parlays, I like keeping like one guy. Like if you're picking underdog, I would like keeping it one parlay. Like I mean, you can put him like some long shot parlays. I like straight money line. Like I don't like parlaying underdogs that much. It's like doing straight up. Like unless I'm really, really confident in an underdog. Like John Silva, I had Braga and John Silva last week. Like last card, not last week. I mean, there's no UFC last week. I'm happy there's fights tonight. I mean, like I was watching LFA last night. It was a terrible card for LFA, but it just doesn't hit the same. It's not the same as the UFC match. It's never the same as even a terrible UFC card is a lot better than LFA. Like, well, there's some good finishes in that card. Nick Maynard, right? Nick Maynard. Yeah, I forgot. I always forget his name. Nick Maynard.
Well, shout out Lane.
Hunter Campbell. Yeah.
Lock.
Lane, you're also taking C-Rod. I think that's a good lock, Lane.
Yeah.
I mean, minus 200 is not terrible, honestly. Like, it's not bad for a guy that's should definitely win. What do you think about this parlay? Erosa round 1 KO, Cortez round 1 KO. Is that the Darnell parlay of the week on Dean C? That's got to be Darnell parlay of the week, right?
The D-Gen parlay of the week.
Had to be one of 5 rounds first subscribers. Just fucking shout out to Luis, man. Let's go. Guys, make sure you guys go subscribe. Come on, I got the channel. I dropped the channel link. Yes, there's a commentary tier. Van might be a parlay killer. I don't even have Van in parlays. Like, bro, I should have
Yeah,
bet him early. Like, his line was actually
his
minus
line.
135 early. Like, so a lot of money came in Johnson early. Like when the lines dropped, right? So I was like, looking at it, I was like, I don't know. Johnson's pretty fucking tough, though. Like, just like he makes these fights really, really fucking close. Like by the time you're
Yeah,
done with the fight, like you're guessing like who the judge is gonna go with. Are they gonna take this guy
right,
or are they gonna go with this other
right,
guy? Like,
right.
and but he hasn't been fighting strikers out there. He's been out there fighting like wrestlers and grapplers recently. I think Joshua Van is that guy, but 22 years old is really young. BKFC was okay. I don't really like watching BKFC unless it's like Mike Perry on the card. That's only BKFC cards that I watch. Blackshear, Brundage, Petroski, Ponji, Silva, Van, Kline, Elder. Bro, those are good
Let's
picks.
go
Like
Kline,
other
bro.
than Brundage.
Dude, I hope Kline pulls it off, man.
I
Fuck.
hope he wins too. I think this is gonna be an exciting prospect. If he goes out there and like wins, beats Jasmine, I think her line's gonna be like minus 250 next
Yeah.
time.
And it was her birthday this week too, so maybe she
Yeah.
got a little extra motivation.
She trains with Blanchfield, right? I think she's like, is she a
Yeah,
dyke? I
yeah.
mean, she might be a dyke. I think she'd be
That,
cute if she had long hair.
hey,
She actually looks kind of good. She had
I
long
don't
hair.
know.
Would you smash Kline or not? Would you smash her past Kline? She had long hair, not with the bald. I don't like the bald look.
She
Not
has
really my
long hair.
thing.
Did you see the face-offs?
Now she has long hair. I don't know if I remember.
In the face-off, yeah, she had like
She has like
her
I think
hair
she
all
has
went all
long
the
hair
way
from
down.
she has like a mullet, right? Isn't it like a mullet? Like
Right. That's
she's
how
got
it
a
is.
fade from the
Yeah.
side, right? It's like a fade from here, like on the side. I don't know. She looks like a
She's
fucking. I think she is a dyke, right? She's a dyke. I think.
definitely out the closet, my boy. Yeah.
Yo, let's go. Got Nate Brown in the house. Let's go, Nate Brown. He said, "Hit the like, guys. These motherfuckers putting in the work, guys. Let's go, man. If you guys
Yo, shout
drop a
out
like on
Nate,
the
bro.
stream, let's go. Yeah, Nate Brown's always
Appreciate you, Nate.
spurring the
And he got
community.
good
Let's go.
takes too. He got good picks, man.
Yeah,
Nate.
his Max. He made me change my mind on Max Holloway and Gatesy. Like I was like, holy shit, Gatesy's gonna fucking. That power is gonna be too much for Max Holloway. Then I was like, then he's like, watch some more tape on this guy, bro. Like Gatesy's really not that dude. And he cast a lot of money on fucking. I should have put more on Max Holloway by finish. It was like plus 750. Oh, that was a crazy number. Max Holloway by finish.
Yeah, dude.
Hopefully they make that fight with Topuria. I want to see that fight right now. I think this is a good time for them to fight each other. You seen the stuff that's happening with the Strickland and Goggins? Like, what's going on with that, bro? Did he just apologize to Goggins, right? He was trying to fight Goggins at the.
What?
Strickland was trying to fight Goggins. It's like really fucking weird.
It's not even fair.
Yeah, let's go, guys. Let's go. I hope you guys enjoy the live preview, man. We're gonna be out of here soon. And also, yeah, guys, make sure you guys go check out his channel. Getting 500 subscribers is getting really close. And I'll see you guys later, man. I'll be live for this card. Like 7 p.m. I think I'll get the stream up in the next couple hours. I'm gonna get some food right now, and just hang out for a bit. I'll be back at like 7. So make sure you guys subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one, man. Take it easy, guys. I'll see you guys later.
Shout out to you guys. Shout out to Pick'em, bro. Shout out to all the new subs. Keep tuning in, bro.
I need my own merch. Where'd you get that merch from? The hat, bro. I need a fucking
at Lids. Lids? It's like a hat store over here. Yeah.
Oh, you can customize it. Yeah, I used to wear like those hats, and I haven't been wearing those hats recently. I'll probably get one from a channel soon.
For sure, you need that. I got a shirt too. It says Fight Round, but
sick, bro. Merch. You already got merch up, man. You got merch than before I do. Holy shit. Yeah, guys, go buy. Can people buy your merch? I mean, like you have a link for your own channel?
Nah, actually, I didn't think it was ever gonna. I didn't think it was ever gonna be like that. Like, people were gonna start wanting it, but shit, if
people will buy your merch,
let me know. Let me know in the comments if you guys are feeling this hat. You know what I mean?
Bob told me to make merch. He said I should make the merch. I think he came up with this do chicks don't bet him. I actually like that. I actually like that merch. Yo, Aubrey, I appreciate subscribing. Also subscribe to his channel, also my boy Chris's channel. It's in the description. But yeah, guys, we're out of here. I'll see you guys later, man. See you guys later.
Peace out, y'all.